All right, we are live. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to This Weekend Loaded. All right, as the intro says, we are live, and I want to thank Mr. DM Frost for that. He's out there in the chat tonight, so evening to you, sir. And in here on the panel so far tonight, we have the first one in was G23. How are you, Mike?
Doing good. Thanks for the invite.
Yep. And then next was New York Outcast, otherwise known as Rob B. How you, Mike?
Doing all right. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
And so far, bring up the rear is the Kingpin. How you tonight?
Your audio is a little bit low.
Mine is?
Yeah, you're the person I'm talking to.
I don't know. I don't pay attention. Yes, yeah. That's about as high as I can get the mic to go up. So is that any better?
No.
Might be your laptop again, man.
It's very possible. Rob sounded perfectly clear, so did G23.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do because I pretty much got the mic on full blast right now. So.
The only thing I know with the it sounds like there's a bunch of static, which is kind of buffering you out.
Wonder why. Let me see if I switch microphones to see how that sounds.
Yeah, I hear that static too. Now that you say that, I can still hear you though, but that static is present.
Yeah, I switched mics. Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay.
now you're yelling at us.
Is it too loud now?
Yeah, turn your mic down.
Okay, how's that?
That's better. Plus, we don't get that sound anymore.
Okay, cool. So, why didn't somebody say something before we went live? For God's sake, come on, guys! Lord.
Because we were supposed to critique you backstage. We got to critique you live so everybody can hear it.
Uh-huh. With friends like you, who the hell needs enemies? I tell you.
We said we're friends.
You have multiple times.
Well, there you go.
Just a slight mic issue.
Listening to me was your first mistake.
It's not like you had egg on your face or something.
See, now, you guys got to be wrong because Faust is saying that sounded fine. It just has to be you guys. See? Or is he one of those people that I shouldn't trust?
Well, he said
he's a mouse. He's got, like, excellent hearing with the size of those ears.
He did say much better afterwards. So before we get into whatever you guys wanted to get into, what happened to Gary's show today? I seen he deleted it.
Oh, somebody jumped in and decided to think that he was Jeffrey Toobin.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. Gary got Jeffrey Toobin. Let's just put it that way.
That's lame.
Doesn't Gary have that channel member sign-up thing that you got to go through to get on his show?
Well, you just got to sign in with your YouTube account. I mean, anybody can jump in, and he jumped in under Mad Sexy's name. But it clearly was a Mad Sexy because Mad Sexy never jumps into any of the live chats, so I don't even know why Gary let him in.
Plus, we know what Mad Sexy looks like.
That's messed up. People do that.
Yeah, at least Gary is an adult. Doesn't have any kind of mental issues or anything like that. What really pissed me off was when that guy did that to Stephen Sheets.
Yeah, that's not cool. You got to be a pretty low individual to just cruise the internet looking to pick on people like that.
Mm-hmm. which is why I went on his show and was like, what was it? Second guest, I think it was. Yeah, we had a good time on there. But yep. So how's your day been, G23? Other than getting beat up by the wife, apparently.
Yeah, it's not bad, you know. Talk a little smack, you deserve, you know, what you get.
What about you, Rob? How's your day been so far?
Not as bad as is. It's been all right. Lazy Sunday, so bit of cleaning.
How do you get a lazy Sunday and cleaning at the same time? That's an oxymoron, man.
Don't
There's
let
no work involved. I see it as lazy or whatever. So
don't let Rob lie to you. The fact that he knows that I got smacked, he's like rejoicing. He's probably over there like friggin' cheering every time he mutes his mic.
well, I told you I wanted a ringtone or something of this thing, but I'm glad you finally got one for all the ones you've gotten me. So, but I didn't realize she knocked you back in the next week though. So,
All right, moving right along. How's your day been, Kingpin?
Well, I'll say it like this. Slightly better than Jason Stewart's because I got to work an hour before he did, but he's going to be working an hour and a half later than I did.
Oh, he's still at work, damn.
Like I said, by now, he's probably at about 45 minutes.
So you got him by 30 minutes.
And also jumping in just now was Mr. Buck Stanley, aka Tactical Foot. How you tonight, Buck? And how's your day been?
It's been a lazy day. I just want to say right off the bat, if I was in here early, I would have told you your mic was messed up before we went live.
See,
I ain't like the rest of the guys out here.
But thank you, Buck. But damn it, man, why weren't you in here earlier? Come on.
Been a lazy day. I like that light there, New York. Thing looks pretty nice.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Thank you very much.
Oh, cool.
Gift from the panelists there.
Would have looked better if it was a Glock, like the ones in your closet.
Yeah, they had some down there, but
baloney.
For some reason they didn't work.
Nah, Glock would just be one blocky looking thing, and he just wouldn't look well. That good.
The Glock
Probably missing some parts.
Actually, that girl was using it for a paperweight.
G23 does have a point. The Glock Light is better, but you gotta replace all the bulbs, replace all the wiring, replace all the neon, and then it's slightly okay.
Yeah, Kingpin beat me to it. I was gonna say, yeah, but with the Glock one, you got to replace the lights and everything else to get it working right.
Yeah, make sure them chains are lined up perfect, on the sights and stuff.
Yeah, mine works every time. Even the remote, you hit the button and boom, it's just gorgeousness.
Yeah, I'm glad you figured them lights out because that lady come up there. I said, how you work this thing? She started spitting off this and spitting off that. I said, I hope he can figure it out. But ain't no way in the world I was going to remember that shit.
Yeah, there's a little trick to it, but it's pretty neat though. And the remote's nice, so that's really a cool feature. So it's even got timer on it. You can have it shut off in 4 hours, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. It's pretty cool. I definitely like it.
Yeah, it's what they call
Add
RGB
some class
lighting.
to the place.
Yeah, it's what they call RGB lighting. It's the same kind of lighting that you would get in a computer, like the gaming computer stuff that have all the lighting systems and stuff in it. Same thing. It's LED lighting that you can program how you want it to change and everything. So, yeah, it's cool. It's a cool sign.
Yeah, yeah, it does different modes and individual colors. It switches them at
Yep.
different speeds and fades in or just jumps in. There's a bunch of settings. So honestly, I don't have it all down, but I got it where I like it. So, but I could sit here and play with it for probably 20 minutes.
Anyway, we need to start the show, I guess. The actual show, it's the bad news. We did lose Willie Bulletman yesterday. Second member of the extended YouTube family that we've lost in the last 2 weeks. So, anybody get a chance to ever be in a chat with Willie or meet up with him or anything?
That's fourth, not second.
Fourth. I said last 2 weeks, Kingpin, not this year.
Yeah, last 2 weeks, 45 Alpha, Charlie, Dangerous Freedom, Midas Welby, and Willie Bulletman.
Oh, were those two? I thought those were before. Okay. So,
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, it might be, 15 days.
One a week, basically.
well, no, because it was 2 weeks ago that we had the tribute for 45 Alpha Papa Charlie on here.
Yeah, Midas Welby and Dangerous both died in January.
Yeah, I knew they both. You were saying they both died this month, but that was before.
No, Midas was after. Midas was after 45 Alpha Charlie by a few days.
Okay.
Yeah, they were all like mid-January.
It's not been a good month. So. The Seven Wonders says that he's the 8th since Christmas Eve.
Well, yeah, but Seven Wonders is a little bit more like me when it comes to the internet. He's everywhere. He's in crochet chats. He's in, tool chats. He's in coin chats. So Seven Wonders knows a lot of people.
Yeah. We got, speaking of, what am I saying speaking of for? Because he's not dead or anything. But we got a Mike from MK Outdoor Journal out there. They're formerly known as Budget. So, evening to you, sir. He says he's not sure how long he can hang out, but he wanted to stop in and say hi.
Hey, Mike.
I've been in a couple chats with Willie.
I got to be in a few of them.
Yeah, I don't know him really well, but seemed like a good guy to me. So seemed interested in the conversation, things like that. So it's a shame in a sense. Didn't have a longer relationship, so. But seemed like a really good dude.
Yeah, I'd gotten an opportunity to be in a couple of chats with him in the past as well. On Echo and the Bunny, well, Echo and Echo's Reloading Chamber now. It used to be Echo and the Bunny Man channel, but and AR 1776's channel, maybe Scotsman's show one time, but yeah. Speaking of Scotsman's show, man, it was painful to watch that tonight. With every time Jamie would start talking about him, man, you could just see he was fighting, just breaking down, and hear it in his voice and everything. He was fighting it. He was once. That's why he had to bail out earlier. I don't think he could hold it together any longer.
Yeah, Jamie and Willie were real close friends.
Yeah. But you, Buck, you ever get a chance to talk with him or anything?
Just in the side chats. I've never been on a chat with him or anything, or I never met him in person. He's always been real nice. He talked to you like he knew you forever. Helped me out a lot on a few things.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that if you needed help with something when it came to reloading stuff, he'd give you advice and stuff. I noticed that when the different chats I was on with him where I just sat there basically listening to him and the other guys talk about reloading because I don't do it. So you know.
Yeah, Willie's a good dude, man. He had a real good sense of humor. The after chat was where Willie really shined.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I got to be in a few after chats with him. You know, we'd do a couple. You know, he was on my live streams a few times, and when we got done being online, you know, when we went into the after chats, man, we'd be in there for, you know, a couple more hours BSing and just having some fun and joking around. You know, when you got to hang out with him in a live stream, he made you feel like you guys had known each other for a long time. Like you guys had been best friends for, you know, 10 years. You know, he never would try talking down to you. He always, even if you thought you were asking him a stupid question, you know, just like Jamie, they took the time to explain everything to you and never once, you know, made you feel stupid for asking the question.
Yep. They didn't talk down to you, that's for sure. If you didn't understand something, the two of them, man, they would just, and Echo too, you know, they would. So I've been on chat with Jamie, but we weren't talking reloading or anything. But you know, if you didn't know, they, like you said, they didn't make you feel stupid. You know, so they would put it in easier terminology to understand and whatnot. They didn't talk insider talk. If you know what I'm saying, you know, like lingo and stuff. They would actually explain in pure, just simple English what they were talking about. So, what were you gonna say,
Yeah,
Rob?
they're so good at what they do. Their plain English is still a foreign language.
You were gonna say something, Rob?
Yeah, but I lost it. Give me 1 second.
Okay, time's up.
Defense Dad, Gunmetal Guy USA. Good to see you.
Well, Rob's trying.
I was sorry. I was gonna say, yeah, he's, T. I think like a lot of people out there, but some are, I don't know, different or cocky or whatever. But he seemed to understand that everybody started somewhere and didn't give people shit about that. So was happy to help, and I appreciate that across everything in life. I wish more people had that state of mind.
Was it UG23 that said you have a press that he donated and I guess you wanted a giveaway or something?
Oh no, I'm never giving that press away. So he
No, I mean, I thought you
donated
said
it.
I thought you said you got it in a giveaway or something. Not that
Oh
you were
yeah,
giving it away.
he donated it to Jamie and the Georgia Shooting Connection, who then bestowed it on to me. And yeah, you know, it's just a, you know, RCBS Rock Chucker 3. It's got a nice patina on it. It's, you know, an older press, well loved, and Jamie took the time to go through it and bring it back to life, and I'll definitely be keeping that, and knowing that Willie can look over while I'm reloading with it.
Cool. Yeah. I guess we could look at the chat now and see who all's out there. So obviously Buck was first one out there according to my screen, and then Kingpin, and then DM Foss. Let's see, MKJO's out there. Seven Wonders. defense dads out there. I already mentioned Mike out there. And Gary just popped in, and Gunmetal Guy USA, like Kingpin mentioned earlier. So, evening, everybody. And Gary getting all fancy out there. Greetings and salutations.
What's up, guys?
Say welcome to everyone in the side chat. I'm on my cell phone, so I can't see the side chat. So, not that I'm going to be ignoring you, but I can't see it.
And now that we went through the sad part of the show, I got a story that's a little more uplifting, I guess you could say. So we'll get into that.
Before we do that, I've got to address something. Get back to work, slacker. You know who I'm talking to.
Oh yeah, I see him out there.
Jason Stewart?
Yeah, he's out there now. Yeah, let me pull this story up real quick here. As soon as I find it, there it is. All right, you guys seeing this?
Christian is 740. Yeah, we're seeing it.
All right. This comes from Fox News. A 10-year-old with brain cancer sworn into 100 law enforcement agencies. He's not letting him set it back. Houston boy Devarjay DJ Daniel 10 has terminal brain cancer and spinal cancer. And the story is written by Audrey Coughlin of Fox News. There you can see there's a image of the little boy from the video that they have on it. But I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to get a copyright strike. A 10-year-old boy's dream came true Monday when he was sworn into his 100th law enforcement agency. Devarjay DJ Daniel 10 has terminal brain cancer and spinal cancer. On Monday, he reached his goal being sworn into 100 law enforcement agencies in an effort to bring awareness to childhood cancer, according to Houston Independent School District. Here's another image of him with the one police chief that swore him in. I know he was going to get to the 100 pretty quick. I know how the community is and law enforcement, like the military for myself. I do appreciate everyone coming out to support him. This is exactly why he has the push to fight harder. That Theodius Daniel, TJ's father, told Fox 26 Houston. Daniel, a single father of 3, added that his son knows the severity of his cancer, but he is not letting him set him back or anything. There he is, his dad pinning one of his badges on him. Daniel works for a company that called Texas Hog Enforcement, which traps wild hogs and other dangerous animals. The company also rescues neglected animals, Fox 26 reported. No matter how hard it is, no matter how tough it is, you can push through it and get through it, Daniel told the outlet. I was telling some of the officers, I said, you know, a lot of things happened with law enforcement officers last week, and morale was kind of low. Now here comes walking a 10-year-old, and everyone's spirits pick up. Yeah, there's the judge that swore him into his 100th agency, the Montgomery County Judge Mark Keogh. Yeah, Mark Keogh of Texas formally recognized DJ in a Monday proclamation recognizing DJ's formal swearing in at 25 agencies. DJ was sworn into 25 law enforcement agencies in Montgomery County, and it was an honor to be at his ceremony this morning, Keogh wrote in a Monday Facebook post. I presented him with the proclamation commemorating his achievement and recognizing him as an honorary officer at the agencies who swore him in. Keogh added that DJ is following in Officer Abigail Arias' footsteps, working towards his goal of 100 agencies to be sworn into. Abigail, a 7-year-old girl who died of rare cancer in November 2019, was an honorary Freeport police officer. DJ led Monday's event with a prayer for Abigail, according to her father. He's so full of life and enthusiasm, and his spirit is so calming to everyone he meets. Not a dry eye in the room this morning. Officially, he hit his 100 mark this morning and has no plans of slowing down, Kehoe wrote. Dozens of additional law enforcement agencies are waiting to swear DJ in, according to Fox 26. So, with all the bad press that the that police department stuff been getting lately, and you know, something like this just puts some of that in a different light, you know. So, what do you guys think?
I think it's still in the wrong category. I wouldn't call this the happy category if
I
we
didn't
left
say
the
happy.
sad category.
Yeah, it's sad because of the boy. Yeah, I get this
The
because the boy's
backstory is
dying and
horrible,
everything.
man. Just freaking
But
poor kids.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good thing that he's got cancer, Rob.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It's cool that, you know, if the kid's really into it, it's something his goal. Then, you know, I think that's cool. The police departments for sure. But still, the whole backstory is obviously pretty depressing. So, you know, and I guess consider myself lucky because I'd hate to have a kid in a position like that. So, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I said it was a uplifting kind of story because everybody that came out to grant
You're
the
bumming me out, man.
But the little boy wanted, you know. Like, come on, man. You're looking at it from the wrong way, Rob. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Sorry.
Everybody else got any thoughts on that one?
I mean, I see where Rob's coming from because, yeah, you know, I mean, the kid's, you know, not going to be here for that much longer, you know, more likely than not. You know, it is a kind of a sad story, but it's, you know, a cool story at the same time because, you know, he's getting to live out his dream of at least, you know, making 100 agencies and possibly more.
Buck, Kingpin, got anything you want to add to it?
I'm kind of like DM False on this. Is he going to get a pension out of all them 100 things he's been sworn into? Would be nice, though, you know, if they throw some money in for the family.
That's something.
But I think it's great if he wants to do it, do it.
About you, Kingpin, what do you think on this?
I'm kind of shocked at all you guys that you don't really see what's going on here. I mean, I don't know why I always have to be the one to point this stuff out, but it's clear that this little 10-year-old racist white supremacist is going to die from cancer, and he wants to kill a black man. And what better way to kill a black man than to put a badge on? So now he's got 100 badges. Now he's got 100 badges, so that means he's going to kill 100 George Kirbys. It's just a real sad state that racist white supremacists have taken over our country.
Yeah, look at that little race supremacist bastard. Come on, man.
He's got to be a racist white supremacist that's bloodthirsty for black men because he's got a badge on. He's wearing a uniform.
Okay, well, now that you got the comedy routine out, what do you really think?
Man, that's pretty cool. Good for him. Hopefully he gets to do some ride-alongs or, you know, do some other cool fingerprint somebody or something like that, whatever other kind of stuff he's into. Well, he's still got time on this side of the ground. So good for him. Way to go, kid.
My question, did each agency also give him a service pistol? I just want to know. These are inquiring questions.
I don't know. He's in Texas. I mean, it's possible. Texas does things a little bit different than other places, so yeah, you never know.
I mean, he is a law enforcement officer. He's a sworn law enforcement officer, so he's got to have a service weapon.
He's probably going to take that gun over down to downtown Chicago and drop it off to some other his gangbanger buddies. That's how that works, right?
Hopefully he gets discounts on hot chocolates.
No, That only happens if he's from Indiana, Kingpin.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Real quick, got some more people that jumped in out there in the YouTube chats. We got a Mystic Guns out there. Evening to you, Stacy. And Chris from the 740s out there. Evening to you, Chris. And Guns and Barbecue. Evening barbecue. And I believe Snob was also out there. I believe I saw him jump in out there. Yep, there he is. So evening, Snobby. So
If Chris wants and you don't care, I can always forward him the link.
yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Think the kid could write a parking ticket if somebody parked in front of his driveway or something?
What are you talking about, parking ticket? He'd have that damn thing impounded quicker than shit.
Somebody going to come out of their house and they're going to have a boot on their car. What the hell? And they're going to see that little 10-year-old just walking away with the strut in his step. You know, maybe he'd be walking down the street doing the Ric Flair strut.
Yeah, but hopefully he'll get to do some other kind of cop stuff, like I said, do the ride along or whatever other people dream about when they dream about being a cop.
Chris says he's in bed or he'd jump in. So.
They might have some, I don't know, restrictions because of his age. So, but yeah, it would be cool if he got more of an experience if he's definitely interested in it. So
they can give him a taser and pepper spray. You know, what can go wrong there?
You know, there's one of them like cool police departments somewhere. You said this is in Texas?
Yeah, it's in Texas.
One of them police departments has had that kid in the background and was like, look, when the doctor goes away, we're going to let you tase this guy. You know, there's been some cool cop somewhere that was like letting this kid do some stuff that he probably shouldn't let some little kid do.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool if they did. Remember a couple years ago when that kid with Make-A-Wish wished to be a superhero and the city councilman set it up where they set up a fake crime scene and everything for him to go out and like fight the criminal and stuff? That'd be kind of cool if they would set something like that up for him or something where he got like hands-on kinds of stuff, but in a controlled setting, you know?
Yeah, control. Yeah,
I'm sure he'll probably throw some handcuffs on some people.
Yeah. Did you ever see that one, Rich? I told you about the Diego Sanchez, where the kid I don't know if he has Down syndrome or whatever. It's kind of like the kid Corky from the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to be an MMA fighter, so he got a live MMA event with like 40,000 people, and he got a fight with Diego Sanchez. I'll go get it's on YouTube. I'll go get it.
I watched that video today, man.
That was
yesterday.
Awesome. That was pretty awesome because Diego, like, you know, he obviously didn't hurt him, but he tried his best to make it look as real as he could, and you know, whole stadium full of people and everything.
Yeah, you gotta watch, man. Those kids with Down syndrome and stuff. I used to work with them at the church when we went to the church we used to go to when I was younger. Man, they can be freakishly strong.
Yeah, I don't think Diego Sanchez had to worry about that.
No, I'm saying, I'm just throwing that out there, man. They can be freakishly strong to the point where they don't realize their own strength sometimes.
Now he's calling people freaks.
I'm not calling them freaks.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah, that video is pretty awesome. I had to watch that twice.
Okay, it's a supernaturally strong. Is that better?
No, not until you get smacked.
Well, there's nobody here to smack me, so you're SOL on that one, Rob.
I think we just need to get Rob smacked again a couple times on live stream.
Yeah, I think Rob needs smacked. Where's his lady at, damn it?
No, leave me out of this, damn it. I've had my turn.
You didn't clean the kitchen good enough, Rob. Whack.
We all know that he was talking smack about her shoes again, and how they didn't match the outfit.
Oh,
It's no wonder last weekend during the Royal Rumble she came in here looking for Squibby.
oh, man. I'm lucky she's watching some convoy video. You guys would be catching hell right now.
No, I think you would.
Jeez, these guys, you know? Buck never treats me like this.
Yes, he does.
Not to your face, Rob. Yeah, I treat you good. Just when you ain't around.
See, at least he has a decency to do it behind my back. I mean, come on.
No, you got it the other way around. We have the decency to do it to your face.
No, I won't say nothing bad about nobody. Unless when Rich is wrong. Well, you know, Kingpin usually beats me to that.
I had to drive people to NIH years ago, and I ended up staying for a while at this Ronald McDonald place and stuff. And the place was full of kids there for cancer and research and all types of stuff. And it was really depressing in a sense in the end. So obviously didn't have that attitude. Shoot, they had a huge game room. I was in there playing pool, you know, all types of PlayStation, whatever. And couldn't believe it. I ended up being watched by, come to find out, a few mothers that were just like excited that somebody was playing with their kids. I guess the average person just, I don't know, treats them different or something. I don't know. I had a blast playing with those kids, and the kicker was I was paid for the whole deal. So man, I had a good time. But all in all, it's sad. And some of these like cancer wards and stuff, man, it's, you know, I really wish it's me. We can put people on the moon. We can do all types of other stuff, but we can't figure out some of this stuff here. It's a damn shame.
Kingpin out in the YouTube chat says that he can't get back into StreamYard. Anybody else seen him in here, or am I seeing things?
No, I couldn't. I had different windows open for like the YouTube and all that kind of stuff, and my toolbar disappeared. First, it wasn't working, and then it just disappeared.
Oh, so Windows is screwed up, is what you're saying? Windows Explorer. Yeah.
Windows 11, since they forced me to download that stupid nonsense.
You didn't have to.
I did, because my computer wouldn't have worked. The stuff I was dealing with on Jamie's show and Scotsman's show and your show that one night was the end of this computer. If I didn't put that 11 on there, and it didn't, whatever little bit of reset and cleanup that did is the only thing that's keeping this thing operating right now.
And they tricked you. They tricked you.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. I got a good friend from West Virginia that's going to help me build a computer. So anyway, I had to shut the YouTube chat down. So what's happening, Bernie?
Hey, Bernie.
You might take and do you have a thumb drive or like a CD burner on that computer?
I mean, there's a place that I could put a thumb drive, yeah, and it's got a place I can put a CD if I want to watch like a DVD or something like that. But I don't know how to use a computer all that good.
Well, if you plug in like a thumb drive to the computer, you could download Linux.
No. G23 Kingpin is way too much of a novice to be messing with Linux.
if he runs like Mint 13, or you know,
Don't compound the situation, man. I'm telling you, Kingpin does not understand
it,
computers well enough to be
He
messing with
needs
Linux.
plug and play, man. Plug and play.
Plug and play, yeah, exactly.
The computer that I'm
Mint,
using right now is just the HP laptop, something like
yeah,
the average one that you'd buy from Walmart.
yeah, and you could easily get rid of Windows and put Linux Mint 13 on there, which would operate pretty much just like Windows.
No. It Mint. I'll give you, Mint is one of the easier ones to use, but man, it is not as easy as using Windows.
All I need this thing to
There's
do.
still a lot of stuff you got to manually set and everything. Kingpin does not have that experience to be messing with that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, my where I'm looking at, G, is I want to have my email, I want to have my YouTube, and that's it. And a decent solitaire or free cell that comes with the computer. That would be a bonus, but I can deal without that. I just need the thing to turn on and be able to run multiple windows at one time.
See, the nice thing about Linux or even running Mint is it takes up less space on your computer, and it's a lot easier on your processor. So your computer would actually run a lot faster, and it's fucking easy as hell to use.
This is a clock guy.
Yeah, it's not as easy. See, here's the thing. Computers. Kingpin doesn't, right? You got to understand, G. I've talked to Kingpin about this, man. When I say he's a novice, I'm not saying that to talk Kingpin down. He really doesn't understand how these things work. I mean, even with as easy as Mint and stuff like that is, those distros, he still would have a hard time with it.
My wife,
Kingpin's a whole lot smarter on the computer than I am.
My wife knows how to turn the damn computer on and, get to the video games that are on there and how to open a web browser. She's not like computer literate, but, it's super easy. She knows how to damn well turn the thing on and turn it off.
Yeah, but you set it up for her is the difference. Kingpin would have to set up the Linux distro to get everything working properly with his equipment and everything. He doesn't have that level of knowledge when it comes to the computers, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Rich and I have talked about this ad nauseum. So he's 100% correct. I'm more.
Well,
hey, Kingpin, the best advice I can give you from what I've been understanding about your computer is like you said earlier, just wait till April or whenever you say it, buy a new one. That's the best help I can give you.
Yep.
There's always, like a peer-to-peer sharing where you install it on the computer and somebody else can go in and completely do it for you. And then all you have to do is point and click after it's done. Super fucking easy.
As they leave all their back doors and bugs.
What's going to be super easy is I'm going to order all the parts that I need, have them shipped to Rich's house. He's going to put that thing together for me. I'm going to send him a few bucks, and he's going to send me my computer.
No, you're going to have to come pick that shit up. You know how much it costs to ship a computer?
I mean, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, computers are not cheap to ship, especially if you wanted to get somewhere in one piece.
Yeah, most likely. The two options are still the same. Either I'm going to have you and a couple of the other guys help me order the parts and just put a basic laptop together or a desktop together.
Yeah, desktop. I'm not trying to build a laptop.
I'm just going to buy another level up above what I have now with the advice that you guys give me.
Yeah, to be honest, you're better off with a desktop because you got upgrade paths and stuff with the desktop that you don't have with a laptop.
Yeah, and I'm not taking my computer anywhere. I got a super computer in my pocket. I don't need to take a laptop with me anywhere.
Yeah, the only reason why I have my 2-in-1 that I take places with me and stuff is because my eyesight. There's times where I can't, where if I try like reading something on my phone and stuff, my eyes just like start bugging the shit out of me. Having that little bit bigger screen on the 2-in-1 comes in handy, but you don't have that issue, so.
I don't know. I run a Chromebook anymore. Super easy. You know.
Oh yeah, Chromebook. Chromebooks are easy, and you can get a Chromebook that has an i7 in it and shit now.
Yeah, see, G, you run a computer. You said that like it was so natural. I run a computer. I don't run my computer, dude.
Kingpin's computer runs him.
I hit the power button and then I figure out how to turn the power off. That's about it.
Yeah, Chromebooks are about as
See-
basic as you get. It uses basically a Android distro with
Oh,
Chrome
yeah.
as its default browser. I mean, and you can get like games and stuff from the Android store on your Chromebooks and stuff now. So.
Yep. The Play Store.
Yep.
The Google Play Store. Yep. Super easy. And if you have a Costco membership, you can get one pretty cheap.
You sell
yeah.
computers, G23?
Yeah, now that I think about it, a Chromebook would be perfect for Kingpin for what he needs it for like YouTube and stuff, because it's all built right into it because it's all Google.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Huh.
You've been customer service for a long time, and you've been building somebody's deck or roofing somebody's house or something like that, and they're like, "Oh man, you make it look so easy." You're like, usually your answer is probably similar to this. You could do it too if you just took the time and had the opportunity and stuff like that. I tell people that all the time. Drywall is not easy, and most people suck at it real bad. So when they see me do it good, they're like, "Oh man, I wish I could do that." And I always tell them the same thing: if you had the time and put a little effort in, you could definitely learn. So I get where G23 is coming from. I could easily learn how to use a computer if I had that desire, but it's going to be more of the desire because I really don't know anything about this kind of stuff. And so the absolutely no desire that I have now would have to multiply by factors of like millions in order for me to get to like one. And
So-
I don't see it happening.
What do you have an Android phone or do you have an
I
iPhone?
understand.
I got Android.
Okay, you can use an Android phone. You can use a Chromebook.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I could use a computer too. I mean, I'm not that bad at a computer. I'm
No,
not
I mean it's
interested in
it's
running
literally
a
the same
computer.
operating system.
All I want to do is look. When I open a new phone, a new computer, any kind of electronic anything, that's why I won't buy a PlayStation, because you used to be able to put your video game in, turn the power on, and play the game. Now you got to do all kinds of stupid stuff. When I had to start like logging into this laptop, I just about stopped using it because I'm not interested in signing all this other kind of stuff and going and reading all these terms of services and all that. I don't want to do all that kind of stuff. I want to open the box, I want to push power, and I want to go.
Yeah, you can do that with a Chromebook.
I would
Seriously.
say you want a Chromebook. Honestly, you want a Chromebook.
Chromebooks are super easy. If you can use an Android phone, you can use a Chromebook. It's the exact same operating system, and you can sync your phone with the Chromebook extremely easy. So, like, you can move all your apps from your phone over to your Chromebook and all that stuff, or like that quickly, and your contact lists and all that stuff.
And another nice thing is that you can have it so that you never have to enter a password to your computer again. As long as your cell phone is in the same room, it will automatically unlock your computer.
I mean, that sounds cool, but I don't care about any of that kind of stuff.
I don't
It
know,
is
man.
pretty
I think
convenient.
an Etch-a-Sketch will work, and you don't have to worry about any of that BS junk mail.
There we go. DM Foss is what I'm talking about. He says he's got Minesweeper and Solitaire, so he's good. I was never any good at Minesweeper, but Free Cell is Free Cell and Solitaire are my games.
I like Minesweeper. You can get all those on pretty much anything nowadays for free because they're so old and basic. But I'm a big fan of Tetris too. I've always loved that game. So, it's old now, but
Oh, Tetris is a blast to play.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that was simple but entertaining. So
Tetris may be the best thing to ever come out of the Soviet Union. Just saying. Now Gary out there.
Oh, man, there was this girl Svetlana that worked at this bakery that I worked at when I was
oh
like
yeah,
20, and this woman was outstandingly beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the people.
Russian
I'm talking
women
about
probably beat
inventions,
Tetris, bro.
Yeah, as far as inventions are concerned, Tetris or programs for computers and stuff, Tetris may be the best thing to come out of the Soviet Union, other than maybe the AK and G23's opinion.
Artak is here.
Now Gary's saying that a Chromebook sounds like a Mac, except Chromebooks are a lot cheaper and they're still an even more stripped down operating system than what a Mac has. So not quite.
Yeah, it looks like you about fired guns and barbecue up. He's like, Tetris better than AK. Not quite.
Now, what did I just say? I said other than maybe the AK.
He's a blind guy. You got to talk louder so he can hear you.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
And he makes a very good point. Svetlana was definitely created by two people.
I don't know, man. You get some crazy labs over there in the Soviet Union doing crazy experiments. I've seen some of those sci-fi.
I tell you what, if that was lab created, then they found the top of the gain of function thing. Because, man,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd take the if I was single, I'd go for the good Russian chick over an AK any day. I'm sorry, barbecue. Can't see the chat, but I heard you're out there complaining. But you just don't know what you don't know.
You're missing the point. See, if you get the AK, the Russian chick comes with it. Just saying.
But isn't that called kidnapping?
And
yeah,
she's got
I never
her
saw
own,
one of those 2-for-1 deals. Where are you shopping for AKs G23?
But if you get an AR, the Swamp Chop Fox chick will come with it.
Well, you just get the Swamp Fox, and if she comes with the Swamp Fox, and you can put a Swamp Fox on an AK. So I mean,
and it works
anything that's already swamped, you probably want to avoid.
I don't know. Did you see that Swamp Fox chick? Sarge probably has the best show video.
Swamped is a bad name.
You know how awesome it would be if that Swamp Fox chick fit in that little tiny box afterward. And you could just pop her on a shelf in the closet until you were ready for her again.
But like a genie, it pops out instead of having the genie bottle like in I Dream of Jeannie, she has the Swamp Fox box is her genie bottle. Open the bottle and she comes out like smoke.
I was enamored with Barbara Eden when I was a kid. She was like the most beautiful woman in the world. Her and
she still is.
Suzanne Summers.
Barbara Eden is still, for her age, a fairly decent looking woman. So.
I'm the Barbara.
You like the genie outfit, don't you?
And how would he know? He couldn't see her anyway. The blind guy commenting on what somebody looks like. Come on, man.
No, I mean Kingpin.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Guns and Barbecue.
Oh, and heck yeah, I like that the genie outfit that Barbara Eden used to wear.
Yeah. It was even better a couple episodes where she was wearing a bikini, because then she actually was showing her belly button too. Council Barbecue says he gets to feel everything. The perks, the blind perks. Yep, we lost G23.
She's pretty good looking in her younger days.
Mm-hmm.
Just Google her. I mean, older, you can tell, she's probably invested a fortune in plastic surgery or this or that. But in her younger days, oh yeah, she's gorgeous. What do you guys think of that plastic surgery? I mean, like, especially when women are older and you can obviously tell. I mean, doesn't it kind of seem counterproductive? I mean, do you think it helps? I don't know. But,
you want to talk plastic surgery? Look at the plastic surgery that Tori Spelling had. Go look at the recent recent picture of her.
Look at
I'm telling you. No. Tori Spelling looks like she fell down the ugly tree and got hit with every branch.
She always did, man. Let's be honest. Tori Spelling was never the greatest looking.
They paid for that shit, man.
Yeah. Guns and Barbecue, that was more of a shot at, they wouldn't let her, they had to change the outfit because it was too risque to show her belly button. And then they had her wearing a bikini where she was showing her belly button. That's more long what. Anybody knew that story? That was a joke about the genie outfit in and of itself.
Well, don't judge Barbecue. He could be in a diapers or something.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying, if you want to see horrible plastic surgery, just Google search image of Tori Spelling.
Shouldn't that be classified as a mental illness at a certain point? I mean, 30 surgeries in, and you just don't even look human anymore. I mean, that's the goal. But if you, for some reason, think you look good with, like, I don't know, bicycle tube lips and all this stuff, I mean, isn't something wrong with you? Like,
yeah, I agree with you, Rob.
Yeah. Another one, man. Have you guys seen in recent pictures of Loretta Swit, the one that played Hot Lips on MASH? You wouldn't recognize her for just being that character anymore because she's had so much plastic surgery. It's like, ew, what the hell? Looks like some monster out of a sci-fi movie.
No, Rob is 100% correct. It goes back to what I was talking about yesterday. That urge to satisfy deviant behavior. So you mangle your face in order to hold on to some type of youth, and you're gonna die anyway. Yeah, I mean, I like plastic surgery for medical stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying do away with it because people need grafts and all that kind of stuff. I'm also not saying do away with the elective stuff, but when you elect to do some of the stuff that people do to their faces, then you can't say Rob is anything but 100% correct. There's something wrong there.
Yeah, Bernie obviously has studied tortellini and belly buttons a little too much.
Hey, man, a nice stomach looks good when they're doing the belly dancing and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
admire the whole thing.
But he's been studying tortellini and belly buttons too much because he's saying that a tortellini is the shape of a belly button. He's been studying pasta next to a belly button too much.
He's not very wrong.
No, but how many people are going to sit there and look at tortellini and say, "Oh, this looks just like a belly button"?
Isn't every belly button a little different?
People who have a belly button fetish.
You got innies and outies. I mean,
innies,
some of the
out, yeah. Some are packed with fudge. I mean,
that's the wrong area.
I meant
If
fuzz.
you got fudge in your belly button, you better go be seeing a doctor.
I meant fuzz. The lady made some really good fudge the other day, so I'm sorry, it's on my mind. She put those
in other words,
maraschino cherries in it or whatever. You got to be careful when you cut it; it'll like burst. It's like this chocolatey liquid. Oh man, stuff's good. So sorry, I really did mean fuzz.
now Faust is asking innies or outies. So instead of just the question being posed to me, I'm going to pose it to everybody. Innie or outie, Rob?
Meaning, what do I have?
No, what do you like, innies or outies?
Oh Jesus! I don't judge a girl by her belly button. I don't know.
No, you gotta
Clean.
pick
I
one.
like clean.
Yeah. You got to pick one. Do you prefer innies or outies?
Give me a second.
He's going to go see what his woman has.
That's right.
How about you, Kingpin?
You do know G23. This is where you take notes and remember this. So next time you talk to Misfit, you can be like, remember that time Rob came up to you and said he just wanted to give you a hug and he felt your stomach. He was
In between. I'm difficult.
No, there's only two options, man. Yeah, I can create a poll for that.
There's people that have like a mixture of both.
Gary's wanting me to do polls now. So
Any. Definitely any. What the hell's this in between shit?
It's in between.
Jeez.
It's not like
Dude, I cannot believe that you're like being that rude to your woman, right? Like right now.
You're pushing, man. You want me beat, don't you?
yeah, of course he does. He's trying to get you hit because he got hit earlier.
You're really reaching. You gotta wait. It builds up, and then one day you come on a show and you're like, "Oh, it happened. I missed it." Like me.
So,
Oh no, you get smacked quite a bit because of me. There's no problems about that.
So there you go.
Plenty of options of getting you smacked there, Rob.
Yeah, but there you go, folks. There's the poll. So far, with 4 votes, Innie is winning with 75%.
I can't.
Nick has 80% now.
I can't open YouTube, so I'm not voting. But I'm gonna go Annie. Drive safe, Jason.
Yeah. All right. So Rob says Innie, even though his woman says it's kind of in between. Kingpin says Innie. What about you, Buck?
Any with a belly button piercing.
Oh, Buck's getting specific here.
Yeah. Or a tattoo around the belly button.
Hey, don't forget that tramp stamp.
What about you, G23?
The fact is there are those nice belly buttons that are like right in between being innie and outie. That's where I'm going.
But that wasn't an option.
It is for me.
No.
Clearly,
trying to get smacked again.
Clearly, your poll is insufficient because there's a bunch of us that have said the mix.
I'm not the one that came up with the question.
You
bring that up with Faust. I'm just going with the question he asked.
Any other time you don't mind throwing your weight around as the guy who runs this channel. So why didn't you do that this time?
Because I'm not the one that asked the question.
Huh? Yeah. There's been plenty of times. Remember, you're okay with cheating. You think it's fine to cheat as long as you don't call it cheating.
If you're not cheating, you're not winning. It's just that fact.
You want to talk about somebody who does things goofy? Talk to Rob about him getting his client added on.
Hey, don't start deflecting. Don't start deflecting there, buddy. Nobody said I was an attorney.
Hey, y'all read what Bernie put out there? Read his comment.
Yeah.
Bernie says Audis are sexy as hell in his opinion, but again, he's weird. Yeah, I think that's the consensus from the panel. I mean, because they all said innies in some variety or another. So.
No, said in between.
I like Gary's answer here. People want more than 2 answers, probably like multiple choice for gender.
I'm just
Well, some are in, but the way they were tied, there's just this little mountain in the center that kind of levels out or could be considered out.
and you got those distended bellies and those 2 foot long Audis. As the people are starving to death.
You know, the fact is if she's got a nice rock hard abs, that belly button is going to be pretty flat to almost, you know, it's not going to be out, it's not going to be in, it's going to be really flat. So, just saying.
There's like 0.0001% of females on the planet that have a stomach like that, though.
Well, just call me picky.
Oh, I didn't say don't be picky. Not at all.
Yeah, Innie is running away with this poll. Innie is clearly running away with this poll. It's 89% to 11%.
Yeah, we do have 2 very excellent points there. I like multiple choice for genders. 2, who only wants there to be one gender? That's very smart thinking there.
Yeah, I think Gary's point was more than 2.
And then, you know, Gun-Tuck Pacifist out there. What's up, sir? DM Foss is throwing a little shade at his I guess. Do you call the host of the show the co-host? Anyway, I think he's calling you gay.
Jason Stewart says his favorite belly buttons are the ones that are attached to women with a job.
You got a better chance of getting those rock hard abs that G23 is looking for.
Now, Guns N' Barbecue's going into his fetish. Apparently, he likes belly buttons on pregnant women, but that wasn't an option either.
See, salad helps. I'm telling you, salad and a healthy nightlife.
I think Guns N' Barbecue's trying to kiss Gunpowder Beauty's butt right now with that, you know, the pregnant lady belly button thing.
Well, she is probably going to throat puncture one of these days.
This is true.
I mean, as often as he brings up that he's got a 44 and that she doesn't, I mean, come on. He kind of deserves it.
No, he said the other night that if she has triplets, he'll buy her a 44.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get throat punched.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, with a 44, buy her a nanny.
Yeah, right. You have triplets, you're going to need one.
Whoa. Gunpowder Beauty's having triplets?
No.
I mean, if he was going to do something like that, he should have said like quadruplets because, you know, that would be a 4, you know, to go with the 44. You know, you got to actually be able to.
Well, then he'd have to buy her a 444 Marlin, so that wouldn't make sense.
You know, he's just going to tape together 2 22s anyway, right?
Yeah. With 10 votes right now, we got 9 votes for Innie and 1 vote for Audi.
Come pacifist. Barbecue says amazing things happen to a woman's body when she's pregnant. And then I was going to say amazing things happen to her personality and her sanity when she's pregnant too. But then I think pacifist filled that in for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
The only-
calls hemorrhoids, mood swings, attitude, all that. Amazing. Hell of a guy.
The only thing he's thinking about is the amazing part about if she's pregnant is you can't get her pregnant again.
Well, no, apparently Guns of Barbecue thinks that she can't because he was telling Gunpowder to ensure that they got triplets that her and Tardot needed to get busy last night.
Now just be careful. You let them kids coming out all bruised and beat up.
I still think she needs to name the kid Bullwinkle.
Her kids are going to be rock solid, hard as nails. Instead of patting their butt when they're born, they're going to get punched right in their throat.
Evening Barbecue.
Howdy.
What's going on, BBQ?
Not much. How about you, Kingpin?
Oh, man. You know it.
Never really thought I'd get to view or be on a panel of a live chat where the poll is about belly buttons.
Well, he thanked the Foss for that.
Serious business.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
So
we got to make
Rick,
sure that we cover every topic. Every topic has to be covered.
Yeah,
so Rich,
we
you
were
prefer your Audis to be minimum 4 inches, preferably 6.
Are you trying to gargle on it?
I don't know, man. Rob's the one that was packing fudge with the belly button, so
No.
that's what you said. I mean, that's what I heard you say.
Is that where
See,
street fights-
I did say the word fudge, but I was just thinking of my lady's
You
fudge.
said fudge packed in
But-
the belly button. That's all I know.
But I meant fuzz.
So your lady makes fudge in her belly button.
It's
Okay.
some good stuff.
He might have been on the wrong end when he was looking at the fudge.
Yeah, I already brought
Yeah,
that.
Probably
no,
wrong
no.
belly button.
Oh, why is this about an Audi all of a sudden? Ew.
Son of a little bitch.
You gotta be nice to the Yorker. You don't want him to rage quit.
Right. Gotta give this poll a few more minutes in case any latecomers come in.
Just saying, there's a reason they gave his daughter the nickname Dimples.
Yeah, we're not asking that question, Jason.
Oh, snap. What'd I miss?
What question?
he said, "New poll. What's your favorite pea lips?" He censored himself. So. Yeah, we're not going there.
But G23 said all topics have to be covered.
Yeah, this ain't G23 show. He can ask that on his show next Saturday.
Okay. He's talking about feed lips on a PMAG, right?
And I don't think we're talking Jason Stewart. Do you honestly think that's what he's talking about?
Exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I say clearly.
You guys don't know Jason Stewart that well, then.
Well, he's probably got a link. He could always jump in and explain to us what he's talking about.
Yeah,
no,
tell us about
he's
feed
driving
lips.
home from work. So.
That's all right, Jason. Nut up or shut up. You only live once.
Bald and Curious is out there now. He's wanting to know the heck is this fuckery? You know, if you're going to use the F word at the end of the sentence, you might as well just say hell. Just saying.
What's happening, Bald and Curious?
So we can say fuckery, but we couldn't say pussy. Cat.
Well, no,
Oh,
I've
looks like
censored
you
it
could.
because Jason censored it.
Looks like you couldn't say the word this.
You know, the last time I paraphrased somebody, I got yelled at for paraphrasing them. So
I understand what's wrong with saying PMAG. Do you think your lady would get mad if you called it a PMAG?
well,
I like my PMags pierced.
what's with you and piercings, Buck?
Oh, just something to play with.
He probably wants the nipples pierced too, with a chain going from the nipples down to the belly button down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Buck will have his woman with the earrings from their ears to their nose to the corner of their mouth, down to their nipples, down to their belly button, and then down to the nether region.
And say Buck sitting there going, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I should grab my torque wrench or go get a prophylactic. I'm thinking we grab both. I like you."
Hey, I got
Easy
plenty of
on
tools
Buck.
to work on. I got plenty of tools to work on them.
Foss says Buck gets freaky.
Holy cow! I say this all started off with a Foss question. Let's say this has really taken a turn.
Dude, this is tame. All I got to say is Chinese food episode. I mean, or Japanese food episode. Excuse me.
I was gonna say we always talk about the Japanese food or even the Christmas chat.
No, we can't do the Japanese food because Gunpowder Beauty's not here. It's more fun when she's here because then she gets all pissed off.
And we can talk about traffic cones.
Oh no, that was
do
Fancy Kitty that was talking about traffic cones.
Could do like a I don't know, butt, breast, face, whatever pull.
Talking about
Something like
traffic
that.
cones would be appropriate because that's Bald and Curious's area of the world. He's from country that like borders that other country with the traffic cones. So,
I always wondered what exactly his country of origin was.
I believe he's. Damn it! Which one was it, Kingpin? I know it's one of them.
He's Slovakian.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's the question?
Yeah, which part? Which one of those Slovakian countries he's from is Slovakia?
Who? Bald and Curious?
Yeah.
He's Russian.
He's Russian. Now, come on, man. Now you're just siding with Mario Mosen on this one, who's clearly from Mexico.
All right, if he's Slovakian, he's Russian light.
Mario Mosen is.
So he's
New
not
Zealand.
Russian.
He's like one of those Bush guys that lived out in New Zealand somewhere.
Oh, is that what he is? Okay.
Still better
No,
than being.
you guys are totally wrong. I could tell you where Mario's from, but I don't need him getting irritated. So
Guatemala.
no,
Oh, was he? Okay, so he's Egyptian. Sorry.
I think it's like El Salvadorian.
Yeah.
I was close with Guatemala.
Yeah, I messed with him and saying he was from Guatemala the one day. He was getting mad. He's like, "You don't even know what you are."
Let's say, but the thing is, I mean, anything between the U.S. and South America just gets counted as Mexico, anyways.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Can't tell you, Pastor says Mario's from South Central. Yeah, South Central America.
LA.
That might be where he actually lived at. He might live in LA.
Honduras.
You know what's funny? All the people that think Central America is its own separate continent.
Yep.
What would you consider Central America then?
Central America is part of North America. It's the very southern tip of North America.
So it's not considered like an inlet or any of that other kind of crazy stuff. It's just part of North America.
Yeah.
Yep.
The border of North America and South America is the border between Panama and Cuba. Or Colombia. Why did I say Cuba?
Yeah, they're saying
It's
before
spelled
they
USC.
Oh,
Before they
so
did the Panama
the
Canal,
Caribbean
let's
Sea
see
is
exactly
the
what
border between. I get
At one point, Panama was part of Colombia.
it.
I don't even see Mario Mosen out there.
No, he's not.
What a slacker.
Dude, he's brown. He doesn't know how to use the internet.
Hey. He's out there. He'd be kicking somebody's ass by now.
Hey, dark brown guy, how'd you get on here? I'm gonna say you should know less how to use the internet.
No.
His wife's white.
You forget. Rob.
Oh,
Rob's like
my
Obama.
God.
He looks black, but he's white.
He's an
You guys are horrible. Horrible.
Hey, I'm just going by what the leader of the free world thinks. So
Yeah. Like,
Yo,
it
I'm
amazes
telling
me
you.
how they can say stuff like that and then people continue to vote for him.
Yeah, the whole poor kids are just as smart as white kids.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
you,
God,
Rob
That's
voted
amazing.
for it.
No. It's sad though, the ignorance, I guess, of some people in a sense. Seeing it traveling and all that during the elections and stuff. That I don't know. It's sad people have no motivation to take 5 minutes to look up anything for themselves. So it's
All I'm saying
pretty
is-
disgraceful.
Rob doesn't even know who he voted for. Somebody else voted for him.
Gun Tony Pacifist has a question. He says, "Isn't Joe Rogan racist now?" Yeah, according to The Rock, he is.
What I missed with that?
Joe
The
Rogan's
Rock.
always been a fag. Sorry.
Yeah, The Rock pulled his endorsements and stuff of Joe Rogan, saying that Joe Rogan is racist.
Yeah, he's always been a clown.
Hey guys, I'm going to get off here. Work's coming early in the morning. Thanks for the invite, and I'll see y'all probably tomorrow sometime, somewhere.
You'll get bucked.
Maybe.
Have a
Have a
good
good
night.
night.
Take care, bye.
All right.
We got 14 votes, and yeah, Audi is just getting slaughtered by the innie. It's 93% to 7%. I think we can end this poll. I think it's pretty decisive victory at this point.
So who wants to send Buck a Vienna sausage with a piercing through it?
Oh God,
Dude.
No,
That would be
Before we
messed
do that-
up, man.
Before we do
That'd
that,
be
who
funny.
wants to bet what he'll do with it when we send it to him?
I don't want to know what he'll do with it.
you know there's going to be a video.
Marvin Gaye playing in the background.
sexual healing.
I think Let's Get It On, but same difference.
Yeah. Well, one will play than the other.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his gay friend Marvin was going to be in the background.
Well, that's a possibility too. Well, no, that would be if Rob made the video. I mean, he's the one whose belly buttons are packing fudge.
Manitoba joined us, Patriots out there.
Yeah, there's some good fudge.
Yes. You got Patriot out in the crowd. You got to be a lot more respectful out here.
Hello,
Right, he's a Marine.
Patriot. How are you? From blind guy to blind guy. I know how it is to be blind, and everybody thinks that you can't hear.
See, I told you. You got to talk louder so the blind guys can hear you.
Yeah, he just admitted it.
Secret's out.
Antonio Pastor says he's wondering what Buck has been doing with that knife he sent him for his 100 sub giveaway. Well, we found out he's using it to give piercings to women's.
God damn it.
Well, they asked for it. What are you supposed to do?
Jason Stewart. It's funny, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. So Jason can comment, but he can't jump in the stream because he's driving. Makes sense of that.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, texting and driving is way safer than earbuds and driving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Ask Patriots question because I want to know that one too.
Yeah, I was getting ready to.
Now, before we get into that, aren't a lot of these guns that we like with like some of the real intricate bluing kind of rainbow themselves? I'm trying my best to help you out, Rob. You're supposed to check in right there and be like, yeah, some really manly guns.
Absolutely no, they're not. They're nowhere near the rainbow as Rob's belt buckle that he enjoys.
Hey man, it's not a rainbow. But for the record, I asked for the Prism inset belt, not the one Squib sent me. So
did he just say prison incest belt?
I think he said.
Like he said. Yo, he's got fudge and belly buttons and a prison incest belt. Man, Rob, is there something you want to get off your chest?
Fake news. Fake news.
So you have
but all in all, the belt's not bad, and I'm man enough to wear it. I don't give a damn. So, yeah, I know. I've gotten plenty of jokes from you guys, but for the record, it's not the one I asked for.
We clearly heard you said you wanted the prison incest belt. We heard it loud and clear. We got it.
Let's
that's
get
exactly what it sounded like.
Hey, it's a mistake happened. He got the wrong belt. What's more important, Rob? Did you get the right skinny jeans?
No, man.
Wow.
Trying not to do those.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the roast of New York Outcast.
Foss says Rob is loud and proud. Taste the rainbow. And Anthony Pastos has some good advice. Rob, when you're in a hole, stop digging.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. What can I say? I don't know.
T-Mott says he's taking the rainbow back.
Rob's like, I like to taste Tootsie Rolls, but I also like those Tootsie Rolls that are like vanilla flavored and orange and lime and all the rainbow colors.
You talking about Fruities? Like, Fruities are awesome, man.
They are pretty good.
There's a problem with liking Fruities now?
Only if you have that belt buckle.
You got to blame Squib for that.
But hold on, they're actually called Fruities? I just called them friggin' fruit-flavored Tootsie Rolls. So how much I know.
Yeah, it's FROOTIES.
They're awesome. Got great.
They're fruit flavored.
Oh, this strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Amazon right now just to order a bag because it sounds great.
Now, Foss has a question for you. Since if somebody's blind, you got to speak louder to them. If they're deaf, do you have to be seen harder?
What you do behind closed doors is your own business.
Well, again, this is a Foss question, so he's the one who got us down the rabbit hole of belly buttons. No,
people just talk louder to deaf people too. Trust me, I know this harder,
one. Do you have to pop 2 Viagra then?
Your guess is as good as mine on that one.
I don't know.
I think Jason has a good point.
Yeah,
Jason has a real good point.
Yeah, no, that's a disgusting point. Ew.
People
You know,
talk
Rob does-
louder and slower, like as if they're retarded to deaf people. So and it pisses them off. Yeah. So it's just like probably the same thing with the blind people. You know, like they'll be like, "I'm not stupid." Like,
Yeah.
they get a little offended by it.
Yeah, pacifist is wanting to piss off the CZ people and get knock in on Rob at the same time here.
He is a CC person.
Yeah, man, I'd rock the CZ. I just don't want to pay for it.
Dude,
And-
CZs aren't all that expensive. Good lord. You
The
don't
one
have
thing
to buy
else
it.
is he's forgetting the
too.
man bun. You know,
Oh no, I'm not into the man bun.
you're rocking the man bun with the skinny jeans and the CZ along with that belt. We all know it.
Yeah, but you can get into like a
No.
P7 and P09, P10C, something like that, and it's not going to cost you all arm and a leg, Rob. About the same price as an M&P.
5-pound bag of fruities on Amazon.
Come on, man. I want the
$25.
shadow or something.
CZ75 PO1 is the gun you want, Rob.
Hold
That's
on, you want a shadow. So you have no shadow. You have a rainbow belt buckle and something about prison incest. Are you Peter Pan? Because
Oh, man.
This is why he doesn't like guys in tights, because he's the guy in tights.
Well, we need to hold up. I'm sorry to interrupt this. We got to go to Meta Tupperware's comment. This is earth shattering to me. I didn't know there was a difference. I just thought that they were like barbecue said, fruity Tootsie Rolls that were cheap at the gas
Yeah,
station.
I have never
I-
seen this
Fruities-
Tootsie Roll fruit chew things. I've only ever seen the fruities.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fruities. I'm pretty sure are labeled. They're marketed from Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, they are.
Like I was just eating some last week, probably. Like you got me going to look to see if I got any more now.
And you know what? Why don't they make the fruities in the size of like the giant bars of Tootsie Rolls that they come out with?
Maybe that's what the Tootsie Roll fruit chew is, but I've never
Like-
seen them.
You
Like-
might be able to order them barbecue. You
Why
can
not
order
get
all types of cool candy.
Like, get fruities the size of a Charleston chew.
So,
Or at least fun size, like some of the other
Well-
Tootsie Rolls.
That's not helping your case there, Rob. Talking about fun size.
I'm gonna say I'm glad that somebody else touched that one because it was too easy.
Hey, my
Easy
lady
like
is
Rob,
fun
apparently.
size.
Yeah, apparently so is your Tootsie Roll.
Mm-hmm.
So much ammunition there, Rob. Just,
Yes, he is clearly not taking the advice that was given earlier about when you're in a hole, stop digging.
Oh, I'm just talking
Can't
about
say
the fact
anything
that
in here.
just to be able to get him smacked on live stream again. I mean, it's going to be super easy.
I really hope
Like
that
Rob.
we rip off Gizzard Gary's show tonight and go around the room and talk about what did we learn.
Gary might copyright strike me on that one. Come on, man.
I know, but if we do it well enough, I think Gizzard might laugh hard enough that he'll give you a pass.
If you dedicate it to him, he'll be okay with it.
What is this? Casey Kasem's American Top 40? What do you mean dedicate? Come on, man. What do you think this is?
Dear Casey, today I learned about my friend New York Hellcast in his
No. That's a Penthouse letter. Dear Penthouse, today I learned
Penthouse had a Playgirl edition.
Hey, they get some
Yeah,
weird
that's
letters
what-
in those magazines, man.
That's what Rob would have been checking out,
Mhm.
as we've learned.
The Playgirl? Yep. he would have definitely been all over
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but guys, it'll be one of
No,
us
no,
writing
no,
the letter
no.
to Penthouse. You saying that would be in Playgirl, mean that we're reading Playgirl. I ain't reading no damn Playgirl. Good lord.
You're all reading Playgirl.
Come on, man. What's wrong with
Nobody's reading any of that stuff.
Hold on.
That's
So
why,
can we
that's why I
recap
asked
for a
like
second?
Penthouse, man. Come on. Get with the
Because I'm
program.
going to make Rob a new logo tonight. But so we got Peter Pan, Rainbow Belt Buckles, Prison Incest.
Wait a minute. Do I get a say on this? Because none of that sounds good.
You got to remember to make sure that he's got fruit chews in his mouth.
Fruit Chews. And I feel like there's one other thing that I'm forgetting.
Tights. You're forgetting the tights.
Well, that's Peter Pan.
Where did tights come into any of this?
Because you have no shadow. That's right. Peter Pan.
Yeah, no shadow, and yeah, he has no shadow and he has no CZ. So Faust got a point. I mean, yeah, do your show like someone else's chat. Yeah, I know, right? These guys trying to get me to. I don't know, man.
Yeah, who the heck does that crap?
Yeah. That's your shtick.
Well,
Hey,
it could be the takeover of the takeover show.
I bought the rights, and then I just do fill-in shows when people shirk their duties
Mm-hmm.
because they had to go to SHOT Show or something. Actually, I didn't do Gizzard Show that second week that he was at SHOT there because I was sick and yep.
Squib gave Rick a good hard time, and in your honor, though, BBQ.
Yeah?
Rick canceled two shows because he was sick, and
Oh, I
Squib let him know that you did a multiple-hour live stream for SHOT Show on a couple of different occasions while you
While I
were
was
sick.
sick. Mm-hmm.
Clearly to air.
I try. Hey, it's like Bob Marley said, the anti-gunners aren't going to stop, so why should I? Or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but it works.
Yeah, it was pretty close after he was shot.
Yep.
Left and went out to speak the next day.
But Jason might be onto something with the comment I just put up on the screen.
Is it about PMags again?
No. He says
No, it probably would be.
he's always thought that his ideal woman would be a deaf mute. When she starts to bitch, you just not look at her. F you, Jason. You don't want to see what I say. F you.
But Jason's ideal woman should probably be blind too.
Well, the
mute part only.
Well, the
The
flaw
mute part
with
only
his
benefits him. The deaf and blind part benefits her.
well, yeah, and the flaw with his theory is she's just gonna get mad, pick up a frying pan, and hit him in the back of the head when he's not looking at her.
See, all you got to do when you're dealing with a blind person is talk loud. When you're dealing with a deaf person, you just be real quiet. They won't even know that you're there.
Oh no! When you're messing with a deaf person, you just sit there and move your lips. Don't make a sound.
That works too.
Unless you get one of those ones that can read lips, and then they're gonna know that you're not actually saying anything. So then you mess with them by covering your mouth, but they can still see like your cheeks and stuff moving as you talk.
Dude, that'll piss somebody
Oh,
off.
come
Don't
on,
do
man.
that.
Let's be realistic. It's 2022. You think people are going to go around with like their faces covered? I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's a good point. Yeah.
What do you think this is? Saudi Arabia? Come on, man.
It's got to suck for deaf people in a sense because they naturally pick up on reading lips, not necessarily all perfectly. I can't speak for all deaf people or nothing, but on average, they're probably better than we are. But
Rich.
vibration makes a big difference too. And then there's a lot of, like blind
Really,
partial death where you can still catch some tones and stuff.
Did you learn about vibration during all that prison incest?
No.
Rich, ban Rob from the chat. He's not a doctor. He's spreading medical misinformation right now.
Who's doing what now?
Dr. New York Outcast here is spreading medical misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, he's trying to get us a strike from YouTube. I see how this is. Medical misinformation, Rob.
Because we said he couldn't use the internet earlier. He's like, I'll show you who can't use the internet. Medical misinformation. Boom. Stream's gone. Who doesn't know how to use it now?
That's right. Shout out to DJ Play Nice for DM Fox.
Yeah. And the reference to Pinball Wizard from Tommy by The Who. Good job there, Foss.
Deaf, dumb, blind kid sure plays me pinball. I'm sorry, if that song gets mentioned, you don't just start singing it. I feel like you're probably a communist.
I'm trying to figure out where his mother's at, because if you got a deaf, dumb, and blind kid and he's become really, really excellent at pinball, it's probably expensive to have a deaf, dumb, and blind kid. So it's not like, you just got 3 or 4 pinball machines in the basement of your house. So where is this derelict mother when this kid's become so
watch the movie. It's all explained in the movie.
So you expect me to believe Hollywood propaganda?
Well, no, because it wasn't made in Hollywood.
So you expect me to believe Georgia propaganda?
Well, this is the same guy that believes Dominion voter machines, so what do you expect?
Well, yeah, I tried to warn you guys plenty of times. Rich is totally corrupt.
Uh-huh.
And we all remember what happened that night. That Ruger won over whatever gun he thought should win. So then he's like, Gizzard, Obi, come in my chat and change these.
That's not what happened.
Hour.
They
That's
got stuff out in the chat.
That's exactly what happened.
That's pretty close to exactly what happened.
No, I did not.
That shit was rigged, man.
But that was, you guys don't know about guns.
And taking names throughout that whole thing.
You see what happens when you point fingers. Karma's a bitch.
Wielding Alarm is out there. He said something about G-Webs. Watched the movie Tommy, so I don't see G-Webs on my list.
Yeah, I didn't see G out there. So.
If you're out there, G, what's up?
I had no idea G watched Rich.
Gary says hashtag not rigged, rather. Not rigged.
Yeah, that's what all the Democrats say.
Man, this is turning to something, huh?
Look, we all know that the only one that's got any credibility or character around here is MK Joe. And MK Joe was there when Rich openly admitted to being very, very cool with cheating, as long as you don't call it cheating.
I don't remember this happening.
Let's see. I'll believe anything MK Joe says.
Convenient. Selective memory.
It's like Joe Biden.
It's the guy that gets his client brought up on freaking money laundering. Come on, Rob.
Hey, there's nothing illegal about, small amounts of
money laundering. Yes, it's highly illegal.
Let me tell you, I should be in prison then.
So, Wielding Alarm, which one of us sounds like G-Webs?
Yeah, who sounds like G-Webs? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Should we do that as a poll? Who sounds the most like G-Webs?
There you go.
I voted for barbecue.
Can you do 5 selections, or can you only do 4?
Nope, only 4.
Damn.
Yeah, but can't you do other and have somebody type in, or is that That's only
Yeah, you
for
can do that.
community posts.
But then you only get 3 options,
Community posts.
but then you only get 3 options, and then you have
Yeah,
to put
then you
other
got to
extra
do
for it.
math. Yeah.
So then you're gonna have at least 2 people. Oh yeah, that's gonna make it really tough. Well, no, because I type other, there's only 2 options
Yeah, but you
left.
still got to do math.
Damn it, Rich! I know you have at least 10 fingers.
You need more than
hold
10
on. He's
fingers
gonna
to
be
do that
technical.
math.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He
but you
lost
never
half
know what a
his
few of them are doing.
Thumbs. Either way, you have 20 phalanges on your body that you can use to count. You got this.
No, can't do that.
And with how much of a skinflint and cash user your
Rob could do it. He's good at math.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really good at math too, but I can't see the text chat, so.
Whoa. Somebody just say I had to work. What's going on here?
No, I want to know what's going on with this one. I think Patriot has a story here.
No, I completely get what he's saying. I mean, haven't we all had that experience?
No.
Hey, man.
He did have those women buying him drinks the other night.
This
Hell
sounds
with
like
everybody
one of
else,
Patriot's
Patriot.
Las Vegas stories. Like the one
You
was
guys
telling.
and your motherfucking site privilege.
Yeah, you gotta be a good host there, Rich, and actually read it because we've got some cripples in here. I mean,
Oh
some,
man,
people that can't have.
yeah. The guy can type in the chat, but he can't read. Okay, I get it.
Barbecue can't see the chat. G23 said already that he's on his phone, so he can't read the text chat.
Well, I got it up there on the frame. He can read the window.
Or you could just be a good host and read it yourself.
Not everybody reads that stuff they put up on the window. Come on, man. But, all right, since everybody wants me to read it, I'll
That guy
read
that
it.
played Peter Newkirk didn't, when he ran the Family Feud, he didn't pull out that card and look at the question and say, "Now what?"
Hey,
he read
hey,
the question.
Scotsman was putting stuff up on the screen earlier without reading it.
Scotsman's a
Touch.
foreigner. He
Nah,
barely
he used to be a
understands how
foreigner.
electricity works.
He used to be a foreigner. Come on. He's got his citizenship. He's not a foreigner.
He barely understands English.
Yeah.
No, that's because he's Scottish.
Foreigner.
I mean, that's like saying, Snob barely understands English. I mean, he's Oklahoman.
Oh, you got, well, that's a thing. Easy. Easy.
We always say he
Sensitive
doesn't.
about the
Hey,
pickled
snob. Easy on the man.
Yeah, we're
Anyway.
gonna read Patriots comment.
So
No, because nobody will be
I
quiet
finally got
long enough
done-
for me to do so.
I finally got done reading it. I'm not quite sure what he's referencing there. That sounds like a hell of a story.
That's what I'm
Also-
saying. There's a story there.
Yeah.
FYI, don't get tricked by a blind girl and have sex under the pool table when the walls are all glass and open to the rest of the center. So there is definitely a story there.
Was it
I'm just
sex,
saying.
Patriot?
Hasn't everybody been in that situation?
No.
I
What in
will
the
say
world?
that when I talk to ladies now and they're like, "You want to go out sometime?" I'm like, "Yeah," and then inevitably the conversation about sex comes up eventually. I'm like, "Well, look at the bright side. I'm blind, so you don't have to worry about having the lights off."
I'm wondering if this story goes hand in hand with the one that he hinted at yesterday, where he was talking about staying in Vegas with 2 showgirls.
I wonder if this happened recently or a while ago.
Yeah, there's that
Both.
too. Yeah.
I just want to know how the sex was, because I mean, it would suck if you performed horribly in front of the world and didn't even know it until after. But yeah, if it was great sex, man, hey, more power to you.
Is anybody else picturing Patriot strutting down the street looking like that Peter Parker kid when he had the all black suit on? And that's movie.
No, I'm picturing him more walking down the street like John Travolta and staying alive.
Yeah, but Patriot only wears all black.
Say, just strutting around with his vanilla fruity hanging out like Rob D with his Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, I think Patriot's kind of a short guy too.
I saw Jason's comment. If Rob got naked, he could count to 20 and a half.
Oh, okay. I see. You can read Jason Stewart's comment, but not Patriots, huh?
I
No.
couldn't read Patriots because nobody would be quiet long enough.
Selective reading too. You see this?
Sounds like a little sight privilege going on there.
No,
So I
no.
feel like the best part
Since
of
everybody
that,
complained that I didn't read the previous comment, I read that one out of courtesy. So
I think what the average finger is about 3 inches long or so, give or take. So he's stating that New York Outcast is only working with 1.5 inches.
But we got
Can
an
you
answer
prove
to
any
the
differently?
question. We got a answer to the question about whether the two showgirls and the blind girl on the pool table were the same trip. He says no, separate occasions. So yes, there are stories there, folks.
He's a fucking stud.
Yeah,
So-
apparently.
Barbecue. Can
Yo.
you prove any different from Jason's statement?
I'm
It's
not
not
gonna
up to
try.
Barbecue to prove it. That's up to Rob.
I'm gonna say that's between Rob and Jason.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd have
right.
to get permission
All
to,
I was saying
to do
is
anything
if-
like that. And it's probably not that kind of show.
Where's Rob's lady? She can answer this question for us.
Are we sure we want her to answer that question?
Oh, Rob probably doesn't.
And then she's gonna come on and be like, "There's a reason, Miss or Miss."
Anywho, I don't know why y'all so nosy anyway. You know? Shit.
Well, we got to find out if Jason's math is correct. I mean, that's apparently what
What I
they're
want to know
doing.
is why Jason's so confident in his statement.
Tell you what, for $1,000, I'll send you a picture.
Nope.
Is Midnight not doing a show tonight?
I don't know. Is he not?
I don't know. I haven't gotten a link yet.
I haven't
You're off
gotten
the
a
link
notification.
list.
That
What
I
did
was
you
just
do
on the
last
show
week?
last week.
Honda.
And no notification either.
Yeah, nothing.
Hopefully nothing will happen to them again.
Yeah, wasn't he just getting over not feeling good not long ago?
Oh, now Jason changed his math. He says 20 minus 1. I'm thinking Jason's saying that you're inverted, Rob.
And I thought we were friends, man. I don't know. See, I knew those kids weren't mine. Son of a bitch.
I guess whatever happens in OH stays in OH.
Hi-oh.
Well, Captain Codebook's not out there, so you're not going to be driving him crazy.
Oh, tomorrow's
He was
Rick's
Jason
birthday.
Stewart.
Well, he's not as OCD about it as Captain Codebook.
Can't believe Jason
Or
Stewart's not in
T-Mon.
here yet to explain why he was wanting us to do a PMAG poll earlier.
I'm just saying. T-Mont will always answer, and so will Captain Codebook. And you know for a fact that it is driving Jason like crazy right now, not being able to yell out the last two letters. You know, he's like screaming it in his truck, hoping that somebody else can hear what he has to say. Because the OH is getting to him.
I
Yeah, I'm busted.
Christian in 740 probably hates us all now.
Yeah. Jason says he'll be home in 5, but is it 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days? What? Five what, Jason? Come on, man.
Well, he said
5
he's going to
minutes?
come. He's going to be 5 seconds.
Why would Chris from the 740 hate us right now?
Because he's new and he's getting a chance to listen to how.
So, how great would it have been if that weird group, New Kids on the Block, instead of just going, oh, just went OH. Fucking people in Ohio would have exploded.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it'd be like the state song.
So Bob Marley, now the New Kids on the Block. Is there anything else you're withholding from us, Barbecue?
Settle down, Peter Pan.
What's wrong with Bob Marley?
Nothing. I can respect Marley, but with the right stuff. I mean, give me a break, buddy.
Oh, see, he knows the name of the song
Uh-huh.
and who sang it.
Well, you kind of told him that part.
I might have.
Well, he probably liked the spinoff that was done by Weird Al a lot better.
Well, with all that prison incest.
Well, I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, you are hanging out with a backup singer for Vanilla Ice. Some of you may not know, but that would be Rich White.
Yeah, that never happened. You had a nightmare if that happened.
He was on the train, guys. He was on the train.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and buy a Jeep, and then I'm gonna come pick up Rich. And the only thing that I'm gonna have is a giant stereo system in there playing Ice Ice Baby, and I'm gonna see if he's really gonna jump out.
I'm sorry, but Ice Ice Baby's a great song.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's terrific.
No, it's absolutely horrible.
I'm gonna say
Put up the pole.
another song that is almost as good as Ice Ice Baby, Ninja Rap.
Is Rice?
Ninja Rap was really good. Ninja Rap was awesome.
See? I don't know. Ninja Rap might be better now that I'm thinking about it. Ninja Rap is fucking great.
Go Ninja.
That totally
go,
killed
Ninja.
Ninja Turtles too.
No, that
Like,
just
get to the end of the movie and that son bitch is like, oh my god, no. See, I feel about Vanilla Ice as Kingpin does with Queen. Okay, so
You're such a liar, dude.
oh, fuck no,
he
dude.
just
I can't
says this
stand that
because
shit.
he got a raw deal when they were flipping
No,
houses
dude, I
together
never could stand
down
that
in Florida
shit. I
after
never could
some
stand that
videos, man. I'm telling you.
Man, I wish I was still in contact with my friends from high school. They tell you I could not stand that shit.
I don't know, man. I think you got the right stuff.
Yeah,
Rob's
that's something else I couldn't stand with
H.
New Kids on the Block. So no. My stepsister would listen to them all the time, and you'd hear it coming from her bedroom. It's like, turn that shit the fuck off.
Then Richard run into her room like Dewey on Scary Movie. Mom said not to disturb me while I'm cleaning my room.
No, my brother and I would go up to his room, and he would turn on his car stereo that he had set up in his room with the speaker box and completely drown out her radio. And then she'd get pissed and complain to our mother that she can't hear our music over our music. And my mother was like, yeah, so.
Nice.
She was like, go buy a better stereo, you dumbass.
What were you guys listening to?
Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer.
Probably the
Anthrax.
Righteous Brothers.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Righteous Brothers. Come on.
Did you like old Metallica or new Metallica? So they say.
Well,
he
this
was
would have.
listening. He was listening to Criss Cross, totally crossed out. What are you talking about?
That didn't exist at the
Wiggity,
time when
wiggity,
new
whack.
kids were around. Yeah, no, I was not listening to that. I was not into rap so that was not an option.
I won't lie. I
Well,
love
your pants were on backwards in the train, man. We all
Yeah,
seen it on the video.
90s gangster rap. It's fucking great.
See, I think Wield my alarm said he met Vanilla Ice at a casino in London. He said he's a nice guy. I bet you, what's his name, Philip Van Winkle or whatever. I bet you he's a pretty cool dude to hang out with.
I've heard people say both ways. I've heard some people say he's awesome. Other people say he's a complete asshole. It's probably like judging just by what he gives off when you see him on TV and stuff. It probably just depends on the day that you catch him.
Yeah, I think he's probably been the asshole an awful lot, and he's kind of realized in his older age that I need to be less of one. So I think you're probably right. The few times I've seen him like on TV and stuff, or like on the internet, he's been real jovial. But I can imagine that he'd probably quickly snap into being a jerk again. No chat for midnight, so that means you got 4 more hours, Rich.
But then again, it's probably depending on how you approach him too. If you're like, "Hey man, you fucking sing me a line from My Size Space," but yeah, he's probably gonna be a dick. That'd be like going to Gary Coleman and be like, "Hey, say what you talking about, Willis." He's gonna be pissed. Like, fuck off.
I beg to differ with you. You can go up and tell Gary Coleman whatever you want. He's not going to respond.
Oh, he's dead
He's not going to respond whatsoever.
He is dead.
I mean, if he does respond, you better be running for the hills.
It's a valid point, though, because grown up Gary Coleman said that was aggravating when people would still treat him like a little child. And Vanilla Ice has said a million times, you know, once he got kind of drummed out of the industry, it was a big embarrassment. And people were constantly, like busting his balls about it. Like, what was it, that TV show where they all, a bunch of washed up celebrities have sex in a house on MTV?
Oh,
The washed up show or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but he was on there, and
you talking about the one that Flavor Flav was on?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, where
the hell was that?
It wasn't MTV. It was that other channel that pretended to play music videos.
Hey, time
VH1?
Pop-up video was freaking incredible.
Yeah, VH1 actually used to play videos. I mean,
oh man, what was it? Celebrity
BET,
House?
MTV, VH1.
I'm gonna look it up. I'll figure it out.
I'm telling you, Celebrity Fit Club. That's the one that had Ralphie May.
I thought that was the one where they were like trying to work out and lose weight.
It was. I was just being a smartass.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait.
Nobody does that.
IO, let's go Bucks.
Oh, fuck this guy.
The Surreal Life.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
OH.
IO,
let's go Bucks.
Yeah, they went right out of the playoff.
Trying to help Jason out.
Hang on, Sloopy. Hang the fuck
Wolverines.
Beaver Nation.
yay, sports ball.
on.
Hey, you know one thing, Kingpin, you should be able to get behind Beaver Nation. I'm just saying.
My favorite picture that I've ever drawn is a little beaver holding the box. And I used to work shipping and receiving a long time ago, and one of these boxes that we came in had a little picture of a beaver holding the box, like the beaver was the delivery man. And I was corrupt at the time, so I was like, how much cooler could it be than a beaver holding a box? So I cut it
I got
out
a better
and tried to
picture.
get a picture of it.
I got a better picture for you. I'll find it and send it to you.
If
I
it's
was at
mayonnaise related.
I was at one of the rallies before one of the games and everything, and during the parade we had the beaver in the cage. Yep, it was a caged beaver.
It's cruelty to animals, man.
Chastity belt.
And-
Patriot out there says everybody knows that I liked Barry Manilow and Lionel Richie. Barry
Nothing wrong with them.
Manilow was something that my mother used to love. So when I was a little kid, I got forced to listen to Barry Manilow because she would have Barry Manilow on all the fucking time.
Why don't you just jump out of the car?
That's why he got into Vanilla
Dude, I was like
Ice.
4
Yeah,
years
no-
old, man.
No wonder he likes Queen. It's at least better than them two.
I don't know.
Lionel
That song,
Richie's the walking on the ceiling dude, right?
Yeah.
that song "Careless Whispers" is pretty freaking awesome. Mainly because I
Yeah.
can't ever understand the chorus.
That was
And
George
I was
Michael,
listening to it the one time. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're saying never gonna dance again because white people just have no rhythm.
Yeah,
Now listen to that song and say those lyrics when that chorus line comes up. You'd be like, holy shit. And that would make sense because after white people realize, oh, I have no rhythm, I shouldn't do this again.
I got kicked out of music class and had to go to the principal when I was in school for singing Lionel Richie. Actually, the whole music class was singing Lionel Richie, and I was changing the words. And the music teacher got all pissed and slammed the door down on top of the keyboards on the piano and everything. But
Always the instigator.
yeah, I thought I did pretty good. Remember, he used to have a song, "Say You, Say Me."
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I was singing "Spank You, Spank Me, Spank Us Together Viciously." Hookers in the park, spanking off in the dark. She got all mad and slammed the keyboard down and ordered me out.
We got in trouble in music class because we brought in Anthrax State of Euphoria and put that into in our music teacher's tape player. She liked classical music and shit, right? So if you know how that album starts with Be All End All, it starts out with like a standing bass, do 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 do, the bass line to the song. And she's like, okay, yeah, we can listen to this. And all of a sudden, it starts getting heavy with the actual song. And she's like, you little bastards. Yeah, we got sent to the dean's office for that one. Yeah, in middle school, instead of vice principals, we had what they called deans for some reason. But yeah, we got sent to the office for that one.
Because you went to a Catholic school?
No, we didn't go to a Catholic school. Our music teacher was just a stuck-up old bitch.
I was talking about the fact that you had a dean, so
No, that was all the middle schools in the city of Pittsburgh instead of vice principals were deans. But when you were in elementary school, they were vice principals. When you were in high school, they were vice principals. For some reason, in middle school, they called them deans.
I introduced.
Weird.
You sure that wasn't the guy's name?
No, it wasn't the guy's name because the dean that we had in 7th grade was a female. It's an awful
In
weird.
middle school, it was just still principal or vice principal.
Yeah, we had a principal and then we had deans.
Too Loud Moves joined us.
Moo.
Moo.
I can't remember what grade I was in. It was either elementary school or middle school. We were going for our summer school pool party, and I had the Straight Outta Compton tape. So I was sitting in the back of the bus with my buddy's little boombox player, and driving on a bus, it's all loud, so we were playing it kind of quiet. So we turned it up a little bit more, and when we got to the pool place, it stopped, and it was just like a movie. Everybody on the bus went quiet, and the tape was playing loud. So I introduced the N-bomb to a whole lot of people that day.
For life.
Moose says Movie Brothers.
Wasn't movies the name of those Ben Affleck movies with like Matt Damon and Clerks and all that kind of stuff? Wasn't that the fast food place that they liked?
No idea.
Wasn't that like Quick Stop or something?
Yeah, I mean, this place ain't got shit on Quick Stop. But I'm talking about like the McDonald's of that whole series was a place called Movies.
Oh, you mean the fast food restaurant?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Fossa, that's right.
Oh, the Russian guy from Clerks. The song he kept singing.
Tip of the hat to you, man.
So,
That's pretty cool what Moose said. Glad you had a good time.
what you been up to lately, Jason?
Oh, I sat around for like 3 days because of the snow, and now I got a whole bunch of work to get done.
You got any under the pool table stories?
No, Patriots got me on that one. I prefer to work with a smaller audience. You know, after probation and everything, you gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the blind chick knew everybody could see them, and that was a trick.
It's entirely
what?
possible. I mean, he did say that she tricked him.
Is it possible that she just wasn't blind?
Yeah, that's what I was
There's-
thinking. Tricks on you.
Yeah. Yeah, he got tricked by an exhibitionist is what happened there, from the sounds of it. So.
Did he ever answer? Was it good?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him answer that part. He answered the part about being on the two different things being on two separate occasions, that and the two showgirls.
She said, "Give me that big thing,"
Yeah,
and then
but
she
you
said
got-
it again.
You keep forgetting he had 2 women buying him beers just a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And how did he find out? Did like somebody open the glass door and be like, "Hey, you blind fuckers, knock it off"?
He got a standing ovation, man. That's how.
And they all started clapping when they came out.
Yeah, it was the slow clap like in the old '80s teen movies, you know.
You gotta give us more, Patriot. What the hell? That's a crazy one. I'm pretty sure Kingpin's got some crazy Burger King experiences. Probably holding out on us. Couldn't imagine what he's done at the drive-through window.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you guys have never had sex in the park with fireworks going off overhead, like thousands of people right there, and you know when you feel those friggin' fireworks like the vibration from there. I'm just saying, try it sometime.
Oh, so that's why you can't go out to like schools and you had to register and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I thought his coat looked like a flasher coat, in that Smith and Wesson videos,
Well, they say you can do anything once.
There is advantages to that. At least then your neighbors won't talk to you.
That's funny.
Yeah, neighbors don't bother you at all. They don't come over and ask for nothing. And they always keep an eye on your place for you too. So
Now,
there's
Thoughts knows.
advantages.
Yeah, Thoughts wants to know, is G23 hitting on us?
Probably.
It's a strong possibility.
Don't. I'm just gonna say, Foss, if he offers you a pudding pop, don't take it.
Mm-hmm. And don't take Rob's belly button fudge either.
Yeah,
That's some good fudge, man.
You can't have fudge if you got an Audi.
Unless it's pierced in your buck.
Well, if it's pierced, you can just pull on it and it'll become an Audi.
So, Jason, tell us about that PMAG question you're referring to earlier.
Yeah, I thought that would have been an appropriate poll question for family night.
I couldn't see the chat, so you're gonna have to tell me what the question was.
I already did.
Jason, can you restate it? We all forgot, and I can't see it.
Where's my mute button?
Yeah, I would hate to. I'd hate to circle back on that.
In the words of Obnoxious One, no stones if you don't.
No, I'm afraid we won't circle back on that one this evening.
Like, nope.
You guys know I don't like plastic PMags.
I cannot say I have ever tried this one. DM Foss apparently dated the Pillsbury Doughboy. Have you ever poked your finger into a girl's belly button while showering? They always giggle.
I know a girl that would freak out if you try to touch her belly button. Apparently, I've been informed it's an actual clinical phobia or something. But I thought it was funny as hell.
I feel like anything these days could be a clinical phobia. But I can't say that I ever poked a girl's belly button while showering. That raises other questions on what that belly button was poked with while showering. But I have poked girls in the belly button. They do giggle.
You were regarded as an all-female prison, weren't you?
Apparently.
Good God. Thank God, no. I mean, it would have been nice because I wouldn't have had to done strip searches.
Both places are the same, aren't they?
But we did have female inmates. When the guys had to conduct strip searches, it was called nuts and butts, and when the female officers had to conduct strip searches, they'd come over the radio, time for tits and clits.
Yeah. Way to uphold their dignity there.
Yeah.
Big Fish has joined in on us. Welcome.
Defense Dad said he was watching the Olympics and they had the ski jump sitting 100 yards from a nuclear power plant. That's an interesting place to put a ski jump.
It's nuclear winter, Rich.
No, it is China.
Yeah, I mean, Gary works at a nuclear power plant and probably doesn't live. He probably lives less than 100 miles from where he works, I'm sure.
Well, this is 100 yards, not 100 miles.
I'd say that there's probably some people that live pretty close to a nuclear power plant. So, I mean, what are you trying to say?
You trust China's numbers?
The Chinese,
Nothing's falling in that air. It's
Look,
burning 100% clean.
exactly.
What are you worried
These are
about?
professionals. They're nuclear physicists. You think they're going to run some cheap, shoddy type of nuclear power plant? Nobody would
These are
ever
the
do
same
that.
people that couldn't contain a virus in a lab. So, yes.
So now, what, you're going to tell me like the Russians are dangerous with their nuclear power plants?
No,
too?
that was the Ukrainians.
Whatever, same thing. Bulbs from Russia.
I still say he's Russia light. Probably drinks light beer too.
That fits that stereotype. Somebody felt like yelling, "Dope!"
Communists have proved all throughout human existence that they're totally trustworthy and totally above board with everything that they do.
You want to buy a bridge in New York too?
Yeah, bridge for sale. Wait a minute. I've known you for a long time, dude. Right now, when it's for sale, you're telling me that you own a bridge?
Oh, I didn't say I owned it. I just said I'd sell it to you.
I don't care who owns it. If you're gonna sell it to me, I'm shutting it. I'm gonna show you what a bridge owner is supposed to do.
Yeah, he knows the guy.
Yeah, his name's Chris Christie.
Hey man, if you're shopping for a bridge, tunnel, toll booth, just let me know. You send me the cash first, I'll hook you right up.
Don't buy a bridge from Chris Christie. You know it's shut down and don't work.
No, I'm just getting advice from how to shut a bridge down in a major metropolitan area and get away with it for at least a few weeks anyway. And then apparently forever because nothing really ever happened to him.
This is true.
You'd always buy that bridge in Pittsburgh.
I can buy it for scrap anyway.
Whatever happened to that Christie guy, anyways?
You remember the movie Spaceballs? And the Pizza Hut guy got locked in his car
and ate himself to death.
Trump really used him up and kicked him to the side, didn't he?
Every so often, Christie rears his ugly mug and starts running his mouth about something.
Yeah,
didn't he go vacation or something too? Get busted vacationing or something on a state park or something like that when everybody else was told not to.
Yeah, he was out at the beach with his family, right after he put some stupid lockdown in place.
No, guy always seems shysty to me, but the certain type, I don't know. Not all New Yorkers, but there's a certain type, and you can spot them out pretty quick, in my opinion. That I don't want nothing to do with.
We have a new panelist again.
Yeah, well, I want to welcome. I love prison incest.
Whatever happened to Frodo and his brother?
His brother's facing criminal charges, and Frodo's been fired. Or Fredo.
No, Frodo's brother. The charges got dropped. They gave up those charges.
I don't know. I saw he was still under investigation.
There you go.
Federal investigation.
Foss figured it out. He said a bunch of people rolled Christie back into the ocean.
Saved him, man. Got him off that beach before he died.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah, athletes are amazing. From the parkour guys to the skateboarders to the downhill skiers, but they're all a little bit stupid too. I mean, they all have some type of death wish. I've seen some of them downhill joints, and I don't even want to. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Shit,
Yeah, no.
the ramp scares me to death. Let alone the jump when you come off the end of it in the air. Just starting out the ramp is like, jeez.
And it's different if you're into it, though. If you do it, a little different, I think. Not that I've done that skiing or anything like that, but anything like that, like a half pipe looks intimidating to somebody that's never been on one or whatever, So,
is he talking about prison incest? Because he's like, if you're into it, it's not that bad. If you've never been on a half pipe, he's probably on a full pipe.
Yeah, Rob's definitely full pipe.
I'd like to see more of the shooting sports in it, though. So I haven't followed the Olympics in a while, but some of that with the shooting sports is pretty cool. But you really got to search for it. Seems like they don't really advertise
biathlon
it.
the other day. Biathlon skiing and shooting.
Who won? The Swiss?
I want to know who the hell was so bored with shooting. They were like, let's add skiing to this. Not just skiing, cross-country skiing. That sounds fun. Not.
Well, the whole thing with the biathlon was to simulate the way they would go hunting back in the day. That you would ski cross country on your hunting trips.
Yeah.
All those skiing events originated in Scandinavia. And if there's one thing they get plenty of in the winter, it's snow.
Well, yeah, get a bunch of looters or something on your golf course or something like that. Just got to be able to deal with them efficiently.
Well, that just...
Yeah, I mean, Foss makes a good point. The biathlon, but he's from Washington, so he's super duper conservative over there, and not nearly as progressive as us East Coasters. Biathlon is totally racist because that would assume that there's two, at least.
What if you were bi-curious athlon?
I could accept that.
Okay.
Yeah, but then they'd have to allow the transathlon, and that would just be ugly.
So you're saying trans people are ugly? It's a little rude.
The ones I've seen, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Eddie Murphy was one of those trans people. I'd like to think Eddie Murphy has good taste in what people look like.
Yeah, I mean, he made Dr. Dolittle too. That guy's got excellent taste.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Something inside me from the past says Eddie Murphy was like a womanized prick.
Wow. Say more prison.
Something inside him from the past. Is there something else you want to tell us?
No, there's just some type of connection. Somebody I don't know, dated somebody, and
I think that hamster's
I
probably
don't
dead by now.
maybe what I heard was bullshit. I don't know.
Glad you finally found that class ring.
Yeah, right.
We got to get. We've got some rich. Get the wallet out and start funding some of this stuff. We've come up with too many good ideas, and we're having a really good idea right now, and you guys are just blowing right past it because you're so short-sighted picking on Rob. 2 Live Moo, Defense Dad, and DM Foss are creating the Gun Channels Olympics right before our eyes.
We need Squibby's credit card.
Is this a special Olympics?
Well,
Well, it's Gun
I'll read it
Channels,
to
so
you
of
in a
course
second.
it's special.
The Summer Olympics should have them water skiing with a rifle and shoot an Asian carp in the Mississippi River. That was 2 Live Moo's idea.
I like it.
Defense Dad's idea. I want to see Redneck Olympics with lawnmower racing combined with shooting.
Oh, I'm so on that one.
And Foss's
Yeah,
idea,
get into that one.
if
been
they
there.
shoot at the skiers, it'll be much more exciting.
Just think of all the commies you could get rid of that way, and it'd be like sporting fun.
Now, what
Yeah,
does Barney
biathlon
Carroll
was-
ever do to you?
I used to have a bumper sticker that said it's called tour season, so why can't we shoot them?
The biathlon used to be a lot better when they actually used real firearms instead of air rifles. But the Olympics whipped out and made them switch to air rifles.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were still using 22s.
That's
Last I
crazy.
saw,
I
they were using
figured
air rifles.
China would have been approved the firearms coming in just so they can scan and X-ray and copy them and sell them for $100 cheaper.
But let's be honest, though, you can get an air rifle that's more powerful than a 22.
Yeah, it's a principle though.
Is it? Is it?
It is. It's not the dean.
Who,
You know, it would be funny. Them doing the skiing and shooting with a 50 cal with a Barrett while they're still moving, trying to hit targets. That would be a new sport.
Oh snap! Speaking of Barretts, so there's a kid on my daughter's wrestling team that I found out his parents own one of the local gun shops here in town, which a couple of years ago they had my dream rifle at the shop, which is a 408 Shytac. And so the reason I learned that they're the owners of the shop is they're sponsoring the gun raffle for the wrestling club this year, which is like awesome. But so I was talking to him today. I was like, so I gotta ask, did the 408 Shytac end up in your collection? And he just kind of looked at me for a second. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, all right. You're gonna be my new best friend. Which actually, I also learned that was a way better deal than I realized. Because it had a Nikon scope on it, or not Nikon, but Leupold scope, which was like $2,000 for that scope alone if you were to buy it brand new, and they were asking like $18,000 for that rifle, which 408 Shytac usually goes for 20, brand new, no optic or anything. So I was like, this is actually a pretty good price. Found out today that it was actually coming with 600 rounds of ammunition for it as well. The rounds for that are like $12 a piece right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, son of a gun. So you're talking $6,000 and ammo came with that. That was an incredible deal. I was like, son of a, I mean, I would have never been able to afford it anyways, but
yeah.
Hey, you could have afforded it.
Put it on a credit card, Squib. Yep.
Yeah.
Or
Actually,
you could have went to the corner.
Yeah, huh? The G23's idea that he just had before Barbecue started talking about that rifle reminded me of the scene in For Your Eyes Only where the biathlon guy is chasing Bond and trying to snipe him with his biathlon rifle.
All right, I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good night.
Okay.
see you,
boys.
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Later, Kingpin.
Easy, Kingpin.
See you guys.
brother?
That is a good dude that does not love prison incest. Unlike New York Outcast.
Yeah. I'm probably going to hop off here too, man. It's been a long, long day. And now I see there's maybe a good 10 or a dozen videos people have made for Willie. Have to check them out, man. The guys are awesome.
All right. Catch you later, Jason.
See you,
All
Jason.
Take it easy, man.
You guys all take care. Have a good one.
Yep. You have a good night.
Later, Jason.
I like how when Kingpin says he's leaving, everybody's like, "Oh man, see you later, Kingpin." Jason's like, "I'm out of here," and everybody's just like, "See you, Jason." They just trickle in.
Uh-huh.
And your point is?
OH.
Watch him pop back in just to finish that.
The Ohio Brigade left.
Bunch of weirdos.
Mhm. They all have OCD.
Yeah, it's a club, man. You guys don't pick on G23 for being in the Glock Club.
That saying is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever heard. Friggin' I before E, except after C.
Or sound like A is a neighboring way.
Yeah. Or it could be weirdo. There's like all kinds of words that friggin'
Yeah. Well, you've all convinced me to eat a bowl of Cinnamon Toasted Crunch.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the fudge
with
from
belly
your
button fudge.
belly button, yeah.
No. Although, doesn't sound bad.
See, the problem is Rob thinks he has two belly buttons. He thinks he has a front belly button and a back belly button, and the back belly button is where the fudge comes from.
He really likes when it's an Audi.
You guys are horrible. Yeah. Horrible.
And yet you still come on the show.
Yeah, it's a community service thing.
Yeah,
Bag my ass.
Doesn't even use while opening that friggin' bag of cereal.
Yeah,
Trying to close it.
Defense Dad said he bets it's a generic Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Well, we all know Rob's cheap.
Yeah, it's probably like Prison Toast Crunch.
Oh, no, it's the real thing, but he's got the bulk bag of it.
Yeah, you like that. You even got the bulk bag. Yeah. And whole milk. None of that percent crap.
G23. Just gonna toss it out there, brother. You can just copy his image and make it yours. You don't have to screenshot or anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's on his phone, so it might be harder.
All you do is hold on to the image, and then when you let go, it'll come up with options to save it to your phone or something like that.
Mm.
Although I love the commitment there, Glock Lover.
Uh-huh. Defense Stat says Aldi for the win in groceries. I have it on good authority from CloverTech that the eggs from Aldi make good 22 targets.
Aldi's eggs are friggin' terrific.
He says that's where he goes to get the eggs that they use for targets for 4-H shooting competition or practice or whatever it was.
Yeah, this stuff wasn't bad. It's not in the Apple Jacks, but it's not bad.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is nowhere near as good as what it used to be.
Yeah, I'd pick Apple Jacks over these, but I didn't get them. I never had this in prison.
No, you were too busy having incestuous sex with whichever one of your relatives apparently was in prison.
Hope you like prison food and penis.
You ever
Okay,
had a
I'm gonna
jailhouse
jump out.
burrito?
Have a good night, guys.
CG23.
Later, G23.
Apparently that one was too much for him.
Yeah, I'm out of here. He's like Chef in South Park. Hello, children. Chef, I want a priest want to put up my butt. Goodbye, children.
So what the fuck's a prison burrito?
Jailhouse burrito. You ever had one of those?
Never even heard of it.
Weren't you a guard?
I've heard of an Alabama Hot Pocket. You know what that is?
No,
If
and I don't
it's
think I
related
want
to
to.
Slovakian traffic cones, don't want to know.
You should Google Alabama Hot Pocket.
Well, the jailhouse burrito is what? I think it was cheese nips and ramen noodles. You put the noodles in the bag, crush them up, and then pour in some hot water. And then you roll it all up and beat the bag and slap it around. I
You
know.
talking about
You
cheese?
guys are like, ammunition.
No, you're talking about
And,
cheese.
and they call it a jailhouse burrito. By the time it's
No,
done, it's
that
formed like a burrito, because it's been pressed in the bag.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of that one. When I was a guard, all the inmates, well, I shouldn't say all, but there would be a group. They formed their little cliques and all that fun shit. So there'd be like a group of 5 or 6 guys that would one night make what they call Chi-Chis. So they take ramen noodles, Cheetos or Cheez-Its, something like that. A lot of times somebody would get like a squeezable cheese out of a tube. It's supposed to be like Cheez Whiz, but we can't give them an aerosol. But so they squeeze that in there. One guy might get a summer sausage. They chop that up. That shit smelled amazing by the time they were done. I mean, and there's a couple other things that they'd end up throwing in there, but man, that stuff smelled good. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, they didn't call it a jailhouse burrito. It was they called them Chi-Chis.
Maybe different locations, different names.
I was gonna say it probably just changes from place to place.
I gotta agree with DM Foss. He says Captain Crunch better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Absolutely. Especially if it's Captain Crunch with crunch berries.
Well, the Christmas
But that
Crunch
stuff
is
will
like
destroy the roof of your mouth.
Only original Captain Crunch. If you got crunch berries, then No, you know what would destroy the roof of your mouth? King Vitamin.
Well, King Vitamin is Captain Crunch with less sugar.
Yes. But I feel like the sugar helped soften up the.
Well, the Captain
Captain
Crunch is
Crunch.
smaller pieces. King Vitamin had like sharp corners on it, whereas Captain
Yeah,
Crunch
it's
doesn't have
supposed
so
to be
many
like
corners.
crowns.
Yeah.
At least King Vitamin sounds healthy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't bad.
Oh my god, peanut butter crunch. That is some good shit too.
I never was into the peanut butter cereals.
No?
No, especially after they came out with that ET cereal, and that shit was just god awful nasty.
Never had that.
They got ruined to peanut butter cereals for me all because after that I couldn't stand eating peanut butter cereals anymore. Man, if you never had that ET cereal, oh my god, was it god awful. Big Fish says grape nuts will break teeth. He's not wrong. I've seen it. I've seen somebody break their tooth eating grape nuts.
Well, I gotta tell you something. It's special. If you have like a Burn Dairy or a place that does, I don't know, it's something called Irish milk. It's usually around St. Patrick's Day. If you can get a half gallon of that in any, pick your favorite chocolate cereal, put that together, it's heaven. I'm telling you, that stuff is like, it's good. You got to try it.
So do they just go around milking Irish ladies around St. Patrick's Day?
I
To get
guess
this?
so. It's green milk.
Is that stupid mint milk?
It's not stupid, man.
Yeah, it is. That's like the freaking
See,
Shamrock.
you
Shakes
haven't
at
tried it in the
McDonald's.
cereal. You haven't tried it in cereal.
First off, any cereal that turns your milk chocolate flavored is a terrible cereal in the first place.
Oh, come
So
on,
I'm
man.
not having any
Cocoa
chocolate
Pebbles
cereal.
are freaking awesome.
No.
Yes. I think you're just racist against chocolate cereals.
No, it's more so chocolate milk.
That's disturbing to hear, barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one for
Nazi.
you. I don't drink sweet tea. It's disgusting. I drink
Oh
non-sweet
my god.
tea. And that's right. I said non-sweet, not unsweet, because nobody fucking
Who do
puts
you work
sweetener in a
for?
beverage to then take fucking said sweetener out. It is non-sweet tea. Regular tea is also acceptable.
Kind of barbecue guy doesn't like sweet tea.
Yeah, really. Sweet tea goes hand in hand with barbecue, for crying out loud.
One that barbecues a salad.
Yeah, you probably would.
Oh no, friggin'! I still need to do a
throw the
video on
salad
it.
in the smoker on low.
Yeah, friggin' grill your salad first. It's fucking incredible. I really, like I said, I really need to do a video
Grilled
on it.
vegetables aren't bad. It's just a chunky salad in a way.
Go get a stalk of romaine lettuce, get whatever veggies that you're gonna throw on your salad, and just place all those on your grill grate. Wait until your tomatoes, stuff like that. Wait until the skin just starts to wrinkle. Pull those off. The lettuce, you can pull them off at the same time as the rest of your veggies. I like to go until the outer layers just start to wilt and then pull them off. Then if you don't like that lettuce that is just starting to wilt, just discard it. If you're fine with it, cool, put it in there. But oh my god,
Wait a minute. He gets to say, when it wrinkles, when it wilts, and there's no jokes. But I say anything, and it's the end of the world. Yeah, this whole thing's rigged.
it's because I don't wear rainbow belt buckles.
The fence dad says that he's boring. He likes cornflakes, frosted mini wheats, and raisin bran. I got no problem with cornflakes. I will sit down and I will eat a bowl of cornflakes every so often. And frosted mini wheats aren't bad. Raisin bran, I don't do raisin bran.
I feel like any cereal that has the word frosted in it, you probably have to be a little frosted when you eat it.
Now, Faust is asking, did Rob say Irish MILF? That's what I thought he said at first, too. So you
I
weren't
can get
hearing
behind that
things.
one.
Hey, no.
We just learned something about Rob's dishwasher.
It's an Irish MILF?
Apparently.
Big Fish
And
wants to
cement
know, you drink milk you drink tea in New York?
Oh, yeah, man. Love tea.
Well, if he would have gone a
Foss
little bit further north, they would have tossed him in the harbor.
Sweet
But,
tea.
He hates
Lemon
America.
tea.
Lemon tea.
Foss
Anything but unsweetened tea.
Yeah,
Unless
Foss
you
says
got
his
sugar to go
mother-in-law-
with it.
Hey, Foss says his mother-in-law makes great tea. She's Japanese. So Foss is Ghost undercover? Have we ever seen Foss and Ghost in the same place at the same time?
But we've seen plenty of photos of Foss, and there's no man bun.
Well, it's a costume, man.
I've got mint medley right here. Let's see, some sleepy time extra something.
Man, those are herbals.
Some
They don't
tension
count.
tamer,
How long do you
tangerine orange herbal tea.
He's got
I'm
all
sure
these
there's
herbal
more.
teas, man.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
Look, man. We got Rob wearing an incest belt. Fudge coming out of his belly button. Now he's got all these herbal teas.
So hold on. I made a shrimp scampi last week, 2 weeks ago, and I went to do some lemon zest in it, and I was like, oh snap, I don't have lemons. So the citrus I did have was oranges. Orange zest in your shrimp scampi is pretty bitchin'. And for those of that don't know, scampi is just another way to say shrimp. So when you order shrimp scampi, you're ordering shrimp.
Yeah. Big Fish says cornflakes make a good crust in pork chops. Yeah, it's also good on chicken and fish.
Mm-hmm.
You smash up some
If you're
cornflakes.
poor.
You smash up the cornflakes. You mix it with some panko, and it's actually pretty damn good.
Like I said, if you're poor, or otherwise you can go get some French's onions.
Well, no, they actually sell the cornflake crumbs already broken up, and you can buy them.
Oh,
in the
that's what I
store.
should do. I should do a smoked meatloaf. I think I'm gonna do that Wednesday.
Yeah, the fence that says Foss and Ghost can't be the same person. Foss likes revolvers. That's part of the disguise, man. Come on.
Hold on. Is Ghost just anti-Foss? Cause I feel like Foss is the good guy because no man bun likes revolvers and other awesome guns, and probably doesn't shoot 9mm. Then you got Ghost, who man bun shoots 9mm. Questionable taste, like Glock or something.
Foss says Ghost is 3 feet shorter than him. Stilts, man, stilts.
Oh, Foss, since you're out there listening, sir, there will be a package arriving at your place on Wednesday.
Roads clear up here. Yeah, roads aren't. There's nothing wrong with the roads being messed up this way.
I've got a fucking 6-foot high snowbank in front of my place.
Now, Foss wants to know: do you smoke filtered or an unfiltered meatloaf?
Definitely unfiltered.
So you're into like the Camels and Lucky Strikes then?
Yes. I had to process that though. I thought he might have been making music reference and picking on me. So that's still a tender subject for me. It's actually funny whenever I would talk about meatloaf, people are like, you like meatloaf that much? I'm like, because then they weren't paying attention the whole time. They just heard me say meatloaf, so they think I just love the food. I'm like, no, I was talking about the fucking singer. Then they'd be like, oh, or vice versa, because the food's amazing too. But
I was never a big fan of meatloaf. Not my style, really.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of meatloaf either. So.
timeout. The prison incest guy was not a fan of meatloaf.
There was no prison incest, man.
You're the one that said it.
We got it live on air.
Yeah.
Right after you were talking about your rainbow belt buckle.
Uh-huh.
Nah.
Yeah. We all heard you say it.
And shortly after, you're talking about how you don't have a shadow, which confirmed you're Peter Pan. Which clearly tells us why you don't like wrestling.
I swear this place is like CNN, man. I tell you. You guys, media's gotten out of control.
So like I was saying, which is clearly why you don't like wrestling, because you want to be the only man in tights.
No. Just not into the fakeness and man in tight deal. That's all. Which I'm quite shocked that you guys aren't more into the female mud wrestling or something.
If that was
look at this stealing my logo.
If that was
prancing around
on a weekly basis,
trying to get me in trouble.
Oh, if I wanted to get you in trouble, I'll do this.
The Peter Pan, huh? Nice.
You just now noticed, man, maybe you're blind too.
Is Mrs. New York Outcast out there watching?
Yeah, but you spelled cement mixer wrong.
Did I really?
Yeah. You put
Son of a... It happens every time. There's always something.
I just showed her. That's messed up. Ain't right, man. That's like a low blow. You can't bring people
does she
into
know
this.
that you have an Irish MILF for a dishwasher?
No.
Apparently he has an Irish MILF for a cement mixer too.
Well, I don't know. Is his wife Irish or lady Irish?
That's what I'm assuming with all that Irish milk that he has.
So you're saying he just milks her?
Hey.
Well, he got all milked out in prison.
This is what happens on this show when we don't have topics, folks.
I've never been in prison. Been to county, but I've never been to prison.
I've been to county.
Thankfully, county was a short visit, so
I was just on the right side of the bars. Actually, we didn't even have bars. We had friggin' solid wood doors, like 2 inches thick. Friggin', you weren't getting out of those. You weren't getting out of the whole friggin' facility. We had windows there that were 10-hour crush proof. And if you don't know what that is, so 10-hour crush proof is a rating where you can take a 10-pound sledgehammer, and for 10 hours, a grown man can swing that as hard as he can, and that window is not supposed to break. Now,
let's look at this realistically. I don't know if there's a man alive that could swing a 10-pound sledgehammer for 10 hours.
Nobody can swing a 10-pound sledgehammer as hard as they can for 10 hours, or well, for 10 minutes, let alone 10 hours.
Yeah.
So, with the way the windows were installed, it wasn't the traditional like little bars and crap like that. These were really thick, square tubing. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I forget what the rating was on those to try and break out. And then even if an inmate were to try and get those out, the windows were only like 4 inches wide in their cells, so they weren't getting out those windows anyways. The facility I worked at for county, our facility was actually considered a maximum security prison. Why they made a maximum security prison for the county level is beyond me.
Yeah, that 10-hour swinging the sledgehammer full force, man. John Henry was a steel driving man, and he had to take a break every so often.
Yeah,
I mean, look what happened to him when he didn't. He fell over dead.
I don't know, man. I could have fit out my window, and by the end of the first night, I had 2 screws removed. Those
You hear
little
that,
half
folks?
moon screws. And then I realized that reading their little handbook thing, that's like an automatic year sentence or something. So I very quickly reinstalled those since I wasn't supposed to be there anyway.
You hear that, folks? New York Outcast, thinner than 4 inches.
Hey, man, I'm not staying in jail if I didn't do it. Good luck.
You done just admitted you did it.
Oh, I didn't though. That's just it. As soon as I finally seen the judge, I was all let go. Everything was cleared off. So apparently, I was being charged for supposedly breaking in and robbing my own house, if you can figure that out. But that was a screwed up ordeal. So
I'm just saying,
came and arrested me at work,
No, that's what happens
got me
when you
looking
live
like
in
a
New
criminal and shit. And it was a bad deal. But of course, right before the weekend, didn't see the judge till like midweek coming up. Nobody believes you. Everybody's innocent, blah, 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 so it was one of them deals. So thankfully, everything actually did clear out like it was supposed to. So
I will say, the entire time that I was a guard, I bet you it had to have been close to 1,000 inmates. I can count on one hand how many people said, I did it, I deserve to be here.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's what they say. Everybody's innocent. They laugh.
And there is a thing where, if you sit there and you're like, oh yeah, I did it, I deserve to be here, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, oh yeah, he confessed to the guard, and then the guard's getting subpoenaed and taken into court and shit like that. And you got to testify to what he told you. And so, it does not do anything for them to be like, yep, I did it. So I don't blame them at all for keeping up the story of being innocent, because whether they did it or not, it's not going to help their court case. The only way it would
in
help
the end, it was a shitty experience for me. So
yeah, prison is
wasn't
we know.
thrilled.
We know we heard all about the fudge in your belly button.
No. But I was offered a cigarette, and I was like, dude, where'd you get that from? And the guy just gave me a look, and I was like, oh, hell no. Like, hell no.
That weren't no cigarette.
Oh my gosh.
And I learned the dude with the most pencils is like the top dog in county, at least around here.
2 guys.
Getting a pencil is like gold.
Oh, snap. Where I worked, envelopes were the big currency. Envelopes and honey buns. If you were hungry, honey buns were the currency. But if you were planning on getting out soon, envelopes were the currency, because if you didn't have a ride from the jail, then they'd just be like,
you
okay,
don't get released. Yeah.
No, they just see you later, start walking.
See here, they wouldn't release your ass unless somebody would come pick you up, is what they tell you anyway.
Well, and the best part is, with where the jail was located, it was 3 or 4 miles from the nearest town. And then the town is just this podunk thing. There's nothing in it. I mean, there's a couple gas stations. There's a tiny grocery store, which is actually where I go and get all my meat for barbecue events. And that's it. It's a one light town. So what they would do is they would take all the envelopes are pre-stamped. Okay, so they take a giant stack of envelopes to the post office in town there, hand in the envelopes that are pre-stamped. The post office would buy them back, give them cash. They would walk down to the beer distributor, get a friggin' case of beer, and then they'd end up back in county by the time they finished walking into Meadville, because they were getting a public drunk at that point and violating their probation. We're like, we just let you out. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Where I was, like, you couldn't even request like a razor or something to go to court without a pencil. So, like, a pencil, I don't know, it was just something you had to have or something. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't, the guards wouldn't give you a pencil to fill anything out.
I don't think we could just give pencils out. It's not like we have them sitting at the desk or anything. Those are something that you had to buy on commissary.
Yeah, but when you just get there and they take all your cash, the hell are you supposed to do? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of shitty, man. Thankfully, I happen to know somebody that was in there that there wasn't any strings or favors involved to get a pencil. But other than that, like, I would have had to make a deal with the devil in there, like, right off the jump. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Now we know why that video was made, Rich. Two guys, one cup. At the end, he gets a pencil.
All right.
Or two guys, one belly button. Two guys, one belly button. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what I'm saying, though. You don't take nothing in there from anybody for free. Yeah, nothing's for free. Like, you know.
My favorite thing would be, I wouldn't say every Thursday, but Thursday was commissary day. And that's when everybody be getting their stuff. And there, every once in a while, there'd be some ding dong that you've been working the pot all week, and you hear him making the deal, and you're like, yep, you're going to PC up this week. Because he's like, man, could I get a couple honey buns or something? Then he's supposed to pay up his honey buns on Thursday when commissary comes. Well, he doesn't have his honey buns to pay up, and he's about to get his ass beat. So he bitches up and is like, I need to go to PC with protective custody, and then he gets put in the child molester pod. Well,
and then they really go after the honey buns.
It technically was not the child molester pod. It's called the special housing unit. It was special housing unit was for any inmates that would potentially fall victim to other inmates, but primarily that's going to be your child molesters. And apparently we weren't allowed to put them in general population anymore because, you know, we had a few lawsuits that had happened over the years.
A few plungers get lost.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
And say, what prison gives the inmate plungers? Good God.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard people will tweak out and then they'll try to do medical and then they get strapped to a bed all day. So I heard that don't work out too well.
Oh, one of my favorites. Every morning after breakfast, they would do Medline, and you'd have to stand there next to the nurse, and the inmate would take their medicine. At that point, you have them stick out their tongue, lift their tongue, all that fun jazz. Make sure that they didn't try and cheek their meds or anything like that. The really good ones could actually swallow their meds halfway, and you'd actually have to watch their throat when they swallowed to see if they took a full gulp or not. So whenever I had a guy like that, I'd tell him, fill your cup. Oh, come on. I was like, fill your cup or else I'm right. Yeah, because I can tell you didn't take a full drink. And I'd make them drink the whole freaking cup. It's amazing how quick they stopped doing that shit. when you have to drink a full cup of water just after having breakfast and you're not thirsty at all. But so friggin'
So
during
you
the
studied how men swallow?
yeah, I'm gonna say I
Okay.
wanted to understand you better, so but anyways, so this guy comes up during Medline, he doesn't get meds, and the nurse is like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, so I think I got chlamydia." And he's like, the nurse is like, "Okay, great. Go sign up on the friggin' med call sheet, and then you can come down tomorrow and talk to me about it." He's like, "You know the friggin' rules. Get out of here." I was just like, "Good God." Just the idea that you're just gonna walk up to the nurse and be like, "Hey, I think I have chlamydia. You want to check this out for me?"
That's a hell of a pickup line. Hey, I think I got chlamydia.
And sorry, but how many times have you had chlamydia that you can self-diagnose it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he can't afford a divorce. It was funny in my mind.
I think we're gonna have to start wrapping this up. I don't know if I can go any longer.
Well, they said during the prison incest.
So, other than telling us about your belly button fudge, your incest, your fascination with plungers, and whatever the hell else you were telling us that was completely wrong tonight, anything else you want to say, Rob?
Sure. Support your firearms by shopping at R&L Displays. And other than that, have a great evening. And obviously, don't believe anything Rich has to say.
I don't know if I should post this link after that one. That'll be nice. So, yeah, go there, get your R&L display, folks. All right. What about you, barbecue? Anything you said before you got it?
Clearly, I'm not barbecue. Clearly, I'm New York Outcast, and clearly that other New York Outcast logo is an imposter because he didn't even mention to eat a salad. I'd just like to remind everybody that I love prison incest. I wear rainbow belt buckles. I have no shadow, so I'm clearly Peter Pan and love wearing tights. And my wife is my cement mixer.
And he's got a MILF dishwasher.
Son of a bitch.
Irish MILF dishwasher. And he goes out to the kitchen and pee and then says he has a water cooler.
Yep. Oh, and I love fudge out of belly buttons.
Okay, it's
Guess
better
that
than
about
fudge out of
sums
the
it
prison
up.
wall. Anyway. That'll do it for this week. And for the next week as well, because we are not going to be here next week. We are going to be in Harrisburg for the Great American Outdoor Show. So there will be content coming from there over on Instagrams and possibly here on the YouTubes and over on Rumble. And you can find the link to the Rumble channel down below in the video description, as well as what the name of the Instagram channel is. So you can go over there and look for stuff over there. If something gets taken down over here, if it's not taken down too quickly, it'll appear the next day over on Rumble. So if for some reason this or any other episode gets taken down some point during the week, it should already be over on Rumble, because usually it takes about a day, maybe a little less than a day for them to sync whatever you upload on YouTube over to Rumble. So look over there for any episodes you don't see here, except for the one that Jason got us taken down because he started talking about CDC statistics and actually with sources, the CDC statistics, and YouTube doesn't like that because it's not the World Health Organization. Only the World Health Organization counts if you talk to YouTube. But yeah, be that as it may. Anyway, go over, check out the Rumble if you want. It's the same stuff that's on the YouTube channel, but it's there. And we will see you next week. Barbecue's back. And no, we won't see you next week. I just said that, didn't I? Well, maybe on Gary's show. You might see me over on Gary's show next week. Because I did that last time they had the Great American Outdoor Show. I went and jumped on Gary's Sunday morning show for a little bit. So, yeah, that's a possibility. And we will leave you with this.
You guys are probably really scared right now, and I understand that completely. But I get the better of the deal, and even though it's 3 versus 2, you guys are outnumbered because we're better than you guys. Yeah, we are. We're legends in our own mind compared to you guys. Even though you guys got the egos, we have got the wrestling skill. And this guy right here, we're the Space Cowboys.